hyper zombie apocalypse time. Looking forward to the Scattered Show. Didn't get enough to vacation. Needed to notice what was going on. Some busy moments and the and gambling avocado stalking. All armored up sensors talking. He only showed a fleeting effort. It's not like he's a mad-up leader. Toilet paper zombie apocalypse. 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 1, 2.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. How are you guys doing out there? Hope you party people are having a great night. Welcome to the Freaky Friday broadcast. As always, it is me, the Fizzy Pop, hanging out with you for the next few hours, you good folks out there. And hopefully we'll have you guys call in, tell us how everything's going, what is happening in your areas. Obviously, the hot topic is going to be the Hunan. Okay, the Hunan is a big thing right now. I've had plenty of stuff that happened. I actually ventured out into the apocalyptic world this week, and
yeah, I want to hear about the Texas apocalypse, because New York apocalypse is a lot different, I think.
Well, considering that in New York, you know, they're talking about there's a lot more people that are dying. Apparently,
are there? Are there,
yeah.
Dan?
Pretty bad. That's what they say. That's what they say. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, like if you look at the map, and I should have saved a picture of it, of the infected area. It's New York City, Long Island. All the other counties north of that had maybe 1, 2 cases. So things up here are getting back to normal. I don't know if you want to go first with your grocery store experience, but yeah, I went out yesterday too.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll share and tell you what happened just a little bit.
Yeah, I want to know about Texas, because I heard you guys have San Antonio is getting hit. Is that close to you?
Well, it's far enough away that we can, you know.
Yeah, because you're in the country a little bit.
Wall them people off in San Antonio, you know, with their fake Alamo, and you know, we know what happened. We know what really happened down at the Alamo. It's a conspiracy theory.
What?
No, just
I don't even remember what they say happened.
Davy Crockett did not die at the Alamo. That's
of course not. He went to Antarctica with the rest of them.
He went to Antarctica with the Nazis, and he's actually a Nazi. And yeah, that's the truth. And he was half reptilian, and that's what happened. So he wanted to go see his brethren down there in Antarctica. Now listen.
See, that's why he wore the. All right, I'll go ahead.
Well, I was going to say this social distancing thing is people are literally okay. First, I live in Dirt, Texas. Okay, that's where I live. Dirt. You know, you can look it up. It's Dirt, Texas. And in Dirt, Texas is a small town I live in. You know, you wouldn't expect to see or expect people to just be going like, you know, really following through with some of this new stuff that's out there, like social distancing and this keep the 6 foot parameter, you know, a perimeter around yourself. And apparently I didn't think about it. I walked up and I started talking to this girl who works at this convenience store. I was asking her if she had any coffee. Okay. And that's another story, but I got to share this first thing with you. So I walk up to her and she's she's like, whoa, 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 you need to step away, sir. You're a little too close to my perimeter. And I'm looking at her like, are you serious? Really? Okay. So I just like glared at her like, you can't be serious right now. Like, are we really doing this? Are we really this like afraid of each other? So then I just reached over and I grabbed a package of Oreos and I licked them and just stared at her while I was licking the Oreos.
Dan, no.
Yeah.
People are getting
Yes, I
fined
did.
for licking
What?
things in grocery stores.
Look.
Oh my God, did you not read the article I sent you about the
No.
guy licking things? They arrested him for terrorism. Let me find it real quick while you're talking.
Oh, really? Oh God. See, I'm probably more like I figure during the apocalypse I have about a 90% chance that I'm more likely to be tased during this time.
No,
Period.
here
Like,
it is. It's
definitely.
a terrorist offense to lick things in the grocery store.
Oh, is it?
I just sent you the link to
All
no
right.
more of that. Okay.
No more of that. Okay. All right. I learned my lesson. No more
All right,
licking.
keep going.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So so that was my first, like, really social distancing. Okay. So there's that. I did go to the store today and I bought a few goods. I just want to say, this is a public service announcement to all my listeners. Okay. The many that are out there in the shadows. Okay. Listen, guys, if there's one thing you want to stock up on right now, and you're hearing this from me, because when the toilet paper stuff was going down, I was just like, psh, don't even worry about that. But I did hear a rumor. Now I don't know, if it's true or not, but it's enough to get me thinking. Now listen, okay, I'm fine without toilet paper. I'm fine if we run out of other things, okay. But when I heard this, I perked up. I was like, wait a minute, what? So apparently now, because everything's on shutdown, lockdown, right now there's plenty of stock on this stuff, but you might want to grab some, because if this becomes scarce, I got to tell you, this is where people are going to lose it. Well, I heard the coffee and the sugar and stuff like that might come next. Okay. Now, if that's true, holy cow. So I'll tell you, I will definitely make a run to the stores. Okay. If I find out the coffee and if I can't have my coffee, I'm just going to lose it. So yeah. So that is something that could look for a true panic. Yeah. I'm just saying, you might want to pick some up. There's plenty on the shelves now. And I'm just telling you all out there, like, hey, look, I don't know.
We ran out of all that stuff, like all the meat, all the dairy, all the frozen, all the canned food, all the box dinners, like Hamburger Helper and Belvita and all that stuff, flour, sugar, basic baking things, and everything was gone. But
I would plan on 3 months. I would plan on 3 months of thinking about things that you need to have. Okay, and just plan on just those things, just those items. Don't go crazy and run, start buying everything. I'm just saying, like, but just stock up on certain things that may become scarce, whatever. Because it's not like I'm like saying like there is or there isn't anything going on here. All I'm saying is that because they're locking things down.
You were shaming me for buying my K-Cups.
Well, yeah, because I was like, because nobody should buy K-Cups. K-Cups are like the biggest jam on the planet. How dare you? Like, Fizzy, you should know better than buy K-Cups, okay? You come on, girl. You use a little reusable
flavors.
Oh my God. You just want the convenience. You realize that you're paying like, I think $30 per pound. Like when you buy K-Cups. You realize that if you do the math, it is absolutely ridiculous.
I get this giant box at Walmart that's got, I think, like 72 K-Cups in it, and it's $25.
$25. Yeah, right. Do you know how much coffee you could make with your Keurig? Okay.
I don't even like coffee. Okay, it was for my mom.
Listen,
I don't drink coffee.
What you need to do is go get the reusable ones and use regular coffee. Huh? Medicinal.
What?
Yeah, they're reusable. Yeah, K cups. Yeah, yeah. They're these ones, these special ones where you put your own coffee in it. You can put your own gourmet coffee in it. You can put Folgers in it. You can put whatever you want in it. And it makes great coffee. I do that all the time. I have some gourmet coffee bean that I will
You
grind up
mean
from
like
time to time.
DIY K cup?
Uh,
You can just make your own?
mm-hmm.
I didn't know
Yeah,
you could do
special.
that.
It is the best thing ever. What are you talking about? Yeah, they have the reusable ones. It has a little lid and you clean it out. It has a screen in it, and you just clean it and you put your own coffee in there. It's great
Oh,
and it's so easy. And when you run out of K cups, well, you don't need them anymore. You just go to the coffee bin and grab some normal grounds, and that's what's in a K cup. You know, but they charge you out the whew, man. I mean, when you look at the price of K cups, they are really really expensive.
I
When you
know.
break it down, I'm just saying.
You want to hear about
I'm
my experience? Because mine was
yes.
completely opposite to yours. Okay. So
Okay.
yesterday, me and Joe went out. We were going to play. Well, I had to go to the library and steal their Wi Fi. That's another issue. But she wanted me to grab a couple things like coffee creamer and spaghetti sauce and just random stuff. I go into Tops, which is a supermarket chain up here, completely restocked. It was like there was no virus. They had everything. And I became
Wow.
so overwhelmed because there was so many options. I started dissociating. I was so confused. I had no idea what to do with myself. So I called Mom. I told her, I'm like, oh my God, the store has like food in it. Like, do we need anything else? And she's like, no, not really. And I'm just like, I felt like I had to buy stuff because I hadn't seen stuff in so long. So I ended up with the most random crap. Like, I had orange juice, Doritos, a frozen stir fry, some peas and carrots. Like, I had no idea
Okay.
what to do with myself.
Either it's the
I was so
apocalypse or you are high. That's how I would look at that purchase. I would be like, you ever try to go into a store and just freak out the person
I
checking you
didn't
out?
know what to do. I didn't know what to do. There
Yeah,
was so much stuff, and I was just like, I didn't even know where to
yeah.
start. So I was like,
Try it sometime.
I was like,
Yeah, go to
a
the
breakfast, okay, Pop Tarts, and it was just like there was too
yeah.
much, and I just was so. And it's only been a few weeks since the stores have been empty. I've completely forgotten what real world's supposed to look like. It was too much for me. I couldn't do anything. I just kept wandering the aisles, completely confused. I didn't even know what I needed or what I
I
wanted.
know.
I
I know.
was
You're
like,
like, oh God, what do I need to stock up on? What am I gonna need? Doritos. Yes, I'll need Doritos. Yeah. Well, good thing no Doritos last like 5 years in the bag unopened. So you're good there with all the
no, they're
preservatives.
already gone.
Doritos.
They're already
Oh
gone.
no, you gotta save those. Those are that's to take with you when you're like backpacking with your AR looking for zombies. I mean, you gotta have some food to eat, I mean, God,
No, but
didn't you watch
up here,
Walking Dead?
up
Come
here.
on. Oh,
Okay, so what's
yeah.
happening in my area is because
Mhm.
we keep hearing on the news the virus is coming, it's here in New York, it's coming upstate, and people have been sitting here for weeks with 0 cases, being like, why are we wasting our time locked in our houses? There is no virus here, and people are becoming incredibly frustrated. So
I
they're
heard
not
that.
doing the social
Yeah.
distancing. We're just like out in the parks with dogs. Like we don't really. Nobody
Oh.
up here is taking it seriously.
Oh, we are
We
in
don't
Stack.
care.
I'm telling you, it was weird here. It's getting weirder. Okay, first off, I had the social distancing incident over there at the convenience store, but then I also went to the store today and I saw a guy wearing a fucking mask. I'm like, what the? That's just so weird. You always expect to see like that in China or something. Like you just don't see you don't expect to see people walking around with masks. Also, when I went to check out, they had this plexiglass screen that blocks between right at where you are and the checker. Okay, that blocks you. So now there's a screen in front of you and the person. So I guess to prevent your germs getting on them, like all of this is crazy. Like we're all doing. I'm like, really? And I was joking with her. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, So and like this is weird. Like, but then when I step to the
We've
side,
already been through
there's no
that. We had that,
screen.
and
I don't
now
get
people are bored with it. They're like, the virus isn't coming up here. We're good.
See, that's why
Remember, I showed you the pictures.
you
I
guys
showed
are
you pictures.
finished. See,
Yeah,
you're
we're
not taking it
done.
serious.
We're over
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
don't
you're not.
care.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're over. You're over. All right. That's for sure. You're not over it, but yeah, it's about to get over you. I'm telling you. Didn't you see what's happening in New York City? Didn't you see Cuomo, Governor
Have you seen
Cuomo?
what's happening?
No.
Absolutely nothing. There's absolutely
I
nothing
just heard
going on
rumors.
down there. And
I've just heard rumors.
I've told
I
people
heard
this 100 times. Nobody believes me because they're like,
They're
"Oh,
burning
New York
bodies.
City is so empty." Blah blah blah.
Burning
It's always been empty. I'm telling you. It's not
Mhm.
like the movies. When you go down there, there's like nobody on the streets. Like, where are all the people that supposedly live down there? That place is
Right,
wrong
it's
and
weird.
creepy.
Oh no, it is. I went to Manhattan, and there was a lot of people walking around. It was like 5 a.m. No, I went down there. I was Lower Manhattan. I was at the World Trade Centers and towers, and then 1999. I think it was like 2 years before 9/11. You know, I was there. Maybe it was 98, but I was there and walking around. You know, yeah, there was a lot of people, but it wasn't as busy as I thought. You know, there's a lot of cars, but then again, you know, like. Well, there's still got to be people living there and, you know, whatever. But we got around just fine. It wasn't so bad. Trains weren't super packed. Had a place to sit, you know, all that kind of thing. I don't know. They tell you there's all these people living down there. I guess so. I mean, what do you do? They have the census. They take it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, New York is definitely a creepy place. Really is. You know, the city and being in any city, I think, you know, anytime you're down there in a city at night or anything like that. Like when I look at those Chinese cities where they're just huge buildings just sitting there with nobody in them, it's like wow, dude.
You
That is
know,
you couldn't pay
Chinatown.
me. You couldn't pay me, dude. That's just got bad juju written all over it. I'm sorry. Like those pictures are freaky. Okay, like
Oh, I know.
I can't do it. But they rank right up there. It's like spiders, and then you know abandoned cities are just two things that just I'm just like
Well, Chinatown was
ugh.
the only place that was really like bustling. Like it really felt like being in the city. There was actual people there, but like you said, Manhattan, it's like, where is everybody? It's weird. So all these pictures of the virus and the empty streets, it's just like it
Right.
always looks like that.
Always weird. You know, another thing too. I was at the store and yeah, it's kind of strange. I went through the aisles and was looking around and I had to check it out. And so first I walk into the store and I'm kind of expecting the empty aisle look. And there was no empty shelves, you know.
Oh,
Everything
you
looked
guys
fine.
have stuff too?
What's that?
You guys have stuff too?
Yeah,
I thought you said you were running out of. If you think there's going
well,
to be a run on coffee and sugar, you need to buy it tomorrow before everyone else does. Because I was ahead of the
I
toilet
did
paper
while I
curve.
was there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was ahead of the coffee curve, so I jumped on that today. That's what I did. I was like, Shh, I'm getting mine. I ain't going out. I am not going out without a fight. Dude, listen, I might not have food, but I better have coffee when I wake up in the morning. That's all I'm saying. Dude, you want to talk about truly like society breaking down. You take away the coffee of America, people are going to be fighting. Okay, so I'm really concerned about that. Toilet paper is another thing. Hey, look, man, I'll get the garden hose, whatever. You know, I'm like I'm fine with that, but like, yeah, not coffee. But anyway, I went down the aisles and I'm looking to see if there's any empty shelves. You know, the two things that were empty were the toilet paper and the ramen noodles.
Oh, well,
ramen.
I've heard, and this might be just up here, they aren't putting the toilet paper back on the shelves because people can't be trusted. If you want toilet paper, you go to the customer service desk and they'll give you like a sheet of paper with all the different kinds they have, and you can pick out one that you would like, and then you get one package. That's it.
Okay, you can buy a package, but you can buy a 12-pack if you want, right?
Yeah, you can buy whatever package you want, but you only get one of them.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking about going back and buying the. I'm thinking about buying a little bit more. I actually think that, like, if we're on a like scarcity of certain items, I just think that I don't know why the toilet paper thing just never bugged me. Like, I'm just like whatever. I can definitely, I
Fuck
can,
me,
I can
something
definitely.
stupid.
Well, I know if you're like, oh my god, if I ran out of toilet paper, no, like I don't know why. I'm just not so concerned about it, but the coffee, I am. So I'm like, dude, don't tell me we won't have coffee. I feel like I need to get like a 3 months supply of coffee and sugar, have in the house.
Hmm.
Yes. I just have to have. Listen, everything could be going. Society could be burning down. Rome could be burning, right? But as long as I have a good cup of coffee, all right, I'm going to be all right. Life is going to go on just swimmingly. But if that happens, where God, I am going to be seriously pissed. Anyway, I might have to. I don't want to shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like just to get coffee. I don't want a situation where like people are like going mad over Java. But no, I'm just kidding. Just I'm just saying like that's something that could make people freak out. I think start taking lack of caffeine. I don't know. It's pretty wild. There's so many crazy reporting going on. I'm watching this stuff and like, are they doing this to us on purpose? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dude here. Okay, this is a British prime minister. Look at this fool. Let me just show you here, guy. Look at this guy. Come on, dude. You're doing a public. Are they
That's
trying
what
to
he
make
always
it?
looks like, though.
No, man. How can you do? Who does your hair, bro? Seriously. And why is it that him and Trump have literally almost the same hair? It's
I
weird,
don't
isn't it?
know.
I don't
He's
know.
like a
Is that
disheveled, paler Trump. Like,
mm,
they must be related somehow.
well? It's something about the British accent. No matter how much they're bullshitting you, you believe them because they're British. They just have that. You're just like, there's no way you could be filling my head full of bullshit with that accent. They're more believable. I believe I like the British Parliament way better than I like our government because, like, have you ever seen the ones where they get up? They have this cool thing where they all sit in this like chamber, and they get up at one time and they sort of razz each other. Man, they go after each other's bullshit and their policies. It's greatness, man. Listen to these guys speak. Getting up there and talking shit to one another. It's badass. I actually got some. That was the first time I ever seen their stuff. I used to watch a lot of that stuff going on in Europe when all that Brexit stuff was happening. And yeah, anyway, I saw this dude, and this has popped up on my feed. Look, it's coronavirus. By the way, Scott, Guy Fawkes, okay, guys, has made a few more videos. His channel's still up. He's still posting a few videos real quick. But he found a good Mandela effect. It wasn't COVID. It was Corvid, Corvid. And you need to watch his video. Right? Yeah, he found all kinds of proof on that. He was right. He's absolutely right. It was Corvid. It was Corvid, not COVID. I was like, dude, you're freaking right, man. Wow. I did not.
When?
I
When was it
not.
COVID?
I watch his video. He'll tell you all about it. He's got all kinds of proofs just lately of people putting Corvid.
That's weird. It kind of sounds vaguely familiar, but like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's weird. That's a weird one.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I think that's a good video. Let me see. We can just go to Scott's video. Let's check it out real quick. 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up here on the screen. We'll go to Guy Fawkes channel and check it out, and we'll gank his stuff and put it on air. He was supposed to join us tonight, so that's fine. I'll just steal the video. How about that? That's how we do you here. You plan on being on the show, then you diss me. Well, then I'm just gonna steal your shit. That's how we roll. I'm kidding. Of course. Look, let me find. What is this dude? I got
I was
a
looking
lot of.
forward to him coming back.
Yeah, well, he wanted to come on tonight. Here he is. Let's see. Here it is. Coronavirus. Cool. Let's watch this video. It's 25 minutes. We'll just check out. Let's see what he has to say and get some of the proofs. Yeah. Plus, it's good to hear from Guy again. So let's check it out real quick, guys, and we'll take a quick break and then we'll listen to Guy and we'll be back with you. Here we go. 1 second here. Let me share screen. All right. There we go. And here's Mr. Guy Fawkes.
I know already that a bunch of people are going to be upset about this video and want to argue about what classifies a Mandela effect. And for me personally, it's just when reality switches, it shifts suddenly, and we don't generally have a memory of what it was before, but there's this like little inkling that we're holding on to. For me, this one is not an anchor memory. I just was walking today and I was referring to the coronavirus as COVID-19. And where is that coming from? I don't know, but I am not alone in that COVID-19 thought pattern. So I've experienced enough reality shifts that I know it's very common to have that kind of like dual memory and mind fog. And I've also got plenty where there's absolutely no question at all because I was just doing something at the time, I guess, that anchored it in, or I was allowed to have it carry over. It's hard to explain, but if you've experienced this, if you've gone through flip-flops, if you've done your research, you know what I'm talking about. Bottom line is, I did think this was COVID-19, and I'm not alone. The thing is that so many other people have thought of it as COVID-19. It makes me think we may have just had a little switch. And let me just shoot a few images to you. There's so much. And I had several times this change on me while I was looking at them. Maybe that's just an internet thing, but I saw these things like a few times while I was doing this research, just change from COVID-19 to COVID. So anyway, here's some pictures for y'all to consider. Got this doctor, and for me, I'm just some guy talking about it. I'm not publishing any articles or anything. If I was to go through the trouble of publishing an article about the COVID-19, I would make sure that I had it spelled correctly. I would be saying COVID instead of Corvid. And here you've got inside over. There's just so many. The whatever this site is calling it Corvid. So many. This is I guess a transportation sector announcement. Search for a COVID-19 cure. This is a same article of that guy, but a different source. This one's from another website. Reddit, somebody posted about the COVID-19. Of course, they deleted it. They probably realized it was wrong or got some negative comments. I don't know. West Side Christian Church put out an announcement and called it Corvid. Inside Bitcoin's Corvid. Here's a stock tracker. There's a lot of stocks being traded and investments around this thing. CBS Minnesota had it as Corvid. So did Trojans Hockey, who put out an announcement that they were canceling, shutting down COVID-19. Whatever this site is. ABC.net News AU has this article about COVID-19. And this one is from Thailand Medical. You can see Corvid from Thailand Medical. These people, they ought to know what they're talking about before they, write an article or publish something. But that's just how this is. Now this went to COVID-19. However, the link before it was Corvid, and that just is one of the things that happens. In fact, I thought I had deleted all these out. I'm surprised this one's in here. In fact, I'm not even going to say it. Yeah. New York Times had to do a post saying that they got it wrong. They did a correction. And that's common too. I mean, a lot of us will all say, "Oh, we all got this wrong." We don't know why we got it wrong, but we all got it wrong for some reason, and it's just too much. Singapore. This is from another news source talking about Singaporeans find creative use for condoms during COVID-19. Have to check that article out. COVID images, a blog with Dr. G about COVID-19, Michigan Weather Center, COVID-19, Blog Talk Radio, COVID-19. This one is, what is CHF? It's something with Children's Heart Foundation. So it's medical, Children's Heart Foundation, COVID-19. And I'm just saying that, for me to get it wrong, no big deal. But if you're going through the trouble of in a medical institution and you're putting out articles, news institution, anybody who's putting out an article, you'd think that this would be something they would be pretty clear on. But yet, all over the place. This is an auto dealership, I think. Yeah, COVID-19. COVID-19 clean and disinfect. This COVID-19 is all about getting clean. COVID-19 statement from the Alamance Chamber.
Hey, Dan.
Here's Concord Baptist Church.
Yes.
Georgia there.
What does COVID or Corvid, what does that even stand for? Do you know what the abbreviation is?
Corona.
I know. Yeah, the
COR.
first part is Corona, but vid?
Vid. Good question. I don't know.
So if the first part's Corona, it makes a lot of sense that the R would be in there. That's all.
I would think, but then people say it probably means something else now. But look, there's too many people.
It stands for coronavirus, but why does it end in a D? Coronavirus disease. Thanks, guys. I was wondering that.
Virus
disease.
It
could definitely have an R.
Could definitely have an R. Could definitely be there. I mean, there's a lot of people that I'm just saying, like I do remember core. Now that guy brings it up, I'm like I said, I haven't been paying attention to this stuff, except bits and pieces, and then because I know there's a lot of hype going on. So because I'm just like, I don't know, this part of me is like, don't fall for the bullshit that's going on out there. And I don't know, it's like, then I start hearing about stuff that's happening, right? I start hearing about stuff that's going on. Let's see, I was talking to a guy on the phone, before the broadcast. He said that they're setting up checkpoints on highways now. Like his wife is out of state, and she'd heard that they're going to be setting up checkpoints from state to state. For what reason? I have no idea. What are you going to do? You're going to do the Chinese check with the guys in hazmat suits and the little detectors and the
butterfly net
cars, butterfly nets. You're going to butterfly net me? Is that what's going down? Also, another scary video is let's see, Last Messages had a scary ass video. But see, that's why I'm like, I don't want to get too hyped up in the fear, man, because there's a lot out there. Another video I saw was all of these. Maybe I should show it. I don't know. I don't want to, I don't want to promote it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like my whole message here is to stay calm, and to, not, get too freaked out about this stuff. But at the same time, we are trying to do the public a service by announcing certain things that we may find out because we are conspiracy theorists, YouTubers, like that.
Last week I would have agreed with you, but the whole attitude of New York State has shifted. Like, to us, it's like everything is so far away that people have stopped caring. People have stopped staying at home and nothing's happened. So people are getting more, I guess, ballsy with it. And they really don't care anymore about quarantining. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I don't know.
And then everyone's like,
Well,
well, in
there's
2 weeks, you're all going to have it. And it's like, you've been saying that the whole time and nobody's got it. It's
Yeah.
confusing. I don't know what to think.
Yeah. No, this guy is a YouTuber. I've been subscribing to this dude for years and years and years, and this was just 5 days ago. I don't know how. The thing is I can't vet the information. I don't know how when these videos were even taken. Now he swears that these were taken within this month. People showing these things. Okay, now what I don't understand is how are people like sitting there who watches a train go by of their contents? Who does this stuff? But apparently people are seeing a lot of what I would call military action, military movements being recorded around the country. And again, I've heard about this stuff for 20 years, going back to the old Alex Jones days. Hey, people, martial law is coming,
Yeah, FEMA
But-
camp. Kill the
FEMA
elderly.
camp. FEMA camps.
No,
And gay frogs. And gay frogs.
we've had the
I mean,
National
so
Guard here for a month
Yeah.
and nothing. They haven't done anything. All they do is mainly is what they're doing up here is protecting the border. They're helping Border Patrol, but other than that, no one's getting stopped in their cars. No one's getting.
those videos were so crazy. You have no idea. Like back in the early YouTube days, like when there was this one guy, I swear to God, I was like, when I first started waking up, I was like, of course you get on YouTube. You're like in the deep, like seedy underbelly of YouTube. You're down somewhere. I don't know where you're. Dark web. Like you're so deep into like conspiracy. Like you're just following these rabbit holes. And I remember I found this video of this girl who posted. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. One where like years ago, like she said they turned this train station into like a FEMA / detention center / like a concentration camp. Talking about how the barbed wire was pointed inward to keep us in. Look, barbed wire's pointed inward. Why would it be pointed inward? And then she showed these weird turnstiles that were there, like for like in these zones and all kinds of stuff. And there was this helicopter flying around, which is creepy, and like it was so like, oh my God, it was freaky. And it made you wonder. But then I think about it now, it's like they want you to believe this stuff, man. And why they want you to believe, I have no idea. But
Because
it's weird.
fear drops your immune system, and then
Well,
you'll get the virus, and then everyone will be like, "Oh, I know someone with the virus."
Yeah, that was a crazy video back in the day. I'm just saying, like that was the early stuff, but they've been talking about this shit for years. Talking about how we are going into this martial law stuff now. A lot of people are reporting, and granted, I just see another video just popped up. Munder posted that Trump. Now, how true is all this stuff? Because Munder says a lot of stuff. He says that that Trump just issued what was the executive order? 1 second, let me look it up. Here's this video here. All right, yeah, here. Trump activates 1 million armed forces. Really? I don't know.
For what?
I don't know, but this is what you see. 1 million armed forces. He activated them. I apparently for what? I have no idea. So let's go back to this.
What's weird is my therapist was supposed to be gone for a few months because he's in the reserves. They were sending him to Cuba for whatever reason, but then they decided not to, so he's back. But these people being deployed, like where are they being deployed to? We don't know.
Yeah. Now this is just something like, look, these are moves that they're making, right? Well, the only thing I worry about is that the effect it has on people, my subscribers, and things like that. Of course, because we're all, like-minded folks. We're here, sharing tonight. But this is the thing I worry about is like, how this affects us right now, currently, even with all the crap that we've dealt with. Yeah, it's weird. People are acting a little strange and they're being a little standoffish.
I'm moody. I'm so over this. I hate it so much. The dumbest
No,
thing
I
I've ever
know.
experienced in my life.
I absolutely agree. I'm laughing. I was like looking at that girl at the store. I'm like, seriously, You really believe it? And she looked at me, it's like, well, I don't really believe it, but I worry about, my elderly mom at home or whatever.
Yes,
And I
and that
said,
is the only
"Okay."
reason. That is the only reason that I isolate is because I don't want to bring anything back to my parents. But
I love the virus. Are you kidding me? I think it's
feel like
great. 'Cause this is yeah, well, this is the perfect time. You can like, if your parents are being ornery, this is the perfect time to get them in line.
I
Dad's
would
acting on.
never do that.
I'm like, Dad, listen. I'm like, listen, Dad. You don't stop it. And you're getting a Corona blanket. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I'm gonna wipe my germs on you. Is that wrong? Was that wrong? That's probably
Well,
wrong. That's right.
the
A
most
Corona blanket.
ridiculous,
That's probably not right. I know. What's up?
one of the most ridiculous rumors I've heard that it only kills white people and Asians.
I heard that. I heard that too. I heard that the virus only kills white people. I know, and Asians. Yeah, white people and Asians are the worst. Yeah, they get it. What about Hispanics? I have Hispanic
I don't know.
roots. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the. Yeah, I don't hear much about it in South America or anything. But I'm sure they'll say that
Yeah,
it's
South
happening there.
America's doing good compared to most of the continents, and Africa too.
Oh.
That's why people are saying it. I think.
Oh, there you go. The Africans are like, "Psh, dude, they can look those. They can take Ebola. They can they shrug that stuff off no problem all the time. Like Ebola pops up and like, yeah, got a case of the Ebola. They don't shut the country down. Not like we get a little cold, and we're like going mad. All right, we can't find toilet paper. All right, see, maybe we should take a page from their book. Learn a little bit. And they're handling things swimmingly over there. They're doing great. And as far as South America, I don't know. I think it's going to affect them some because they're going to things are moving slower. Shipping and things like that are moving slower from South America. So, like I said, lack of coffee beans, sugar cane, things like that we may import, from South America. Organic fruits and vegetables might be an issue. There's all kinds of other things to consider. This is what I worry about, is that they're trying to create this thing. And then, of course, we're all getting Trump checks. What do you think about your Trump money, Fizzy? What you gonna do with your wad?
I don't know yet. I haven't even thought about it.
Uh,
I know they want
What
you
if
to spend it so it helps the economy, but I'm trying to think. I mean, I might just pay off my cell phone with it because that was expensive, and
yeah,
then use
Look
the
at
rest for something.
that's cool. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
try to be responsible and pay at least one bill with it,
Yeah, that's cool.
and not just
Yeah,
waste
I
it
don't
on
know what I'm gonna.
clothes and Animal Crossing.
Oh, it's your money. Do what you want to do. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like but I feel like to me, it's like, dude, how much was that bill? 6 trillion. What was the bill? What was the number?
I
I
don't
can't
even
remember.
know.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I don't even know. I'm throwing up a number. Let me see. Let me go back to this. I think it said, was it 6 trillion? Let me go back and look here. See if I can find any
Is it
information.
true?
I know it's a lot of money, man.
I know they're
What's
like they're letting people, like
College's
not
journal.
get behind on their rent.
Uh-huh.
I thought Guy
Oh,
jumped
yeah.
in for a second.
Sorry, the video played and I went back. Sorry. That was so weird. I know. I was like, oh, you can hear him in the broadcast. That's right. Yeah,
That's
he's here.
sad.
I know.
Yeah, just
but
play him
what-
every once in a while. We can pretend he's here. That's
yeah,
so
we'll just,
lame.
yeah. I know. I should just play him snoring in the background from time to time, just a slight
Oh
snore.
yes.
Every once in a while. Yeah, just hit a button like, and there's Scott. We'll just, there's Scott. I mean, memories. The memories will come back. It's great. I still think we should do it. We really should do a compilation of all the YouTubers that have fallen asleep. Mandela YouTubers that have fallen asleep live.
I have
on-
behind the scenes, never on the air.
Yeah. Behind the scenes is different. That doesn't count because we've all. I've dozed off after our show, but you didn't know it because I had my mic muted. I hope I wasn't snoring. I'd hope I'm not, but probably am. I mean, how do I know? I'm asleep. what's going on in my subconscious. I don't know. It's just I'm out. No, but let's see. Yeah, I was talking to Suso about this, and he and I talked, and we were kind of pondering what the hell all this is for. There's more to it, man. This is there's a bigger game afoot here. Okay, it's not about the virus. It's about bringing forth something else. And I still say, ultimately, this is to bring down the last superpower in the world, bring us down economically, bring us back down to more of a worldwide even keel, in a sense, so that they can create and issue their currency. They're also spreading the rumor around, like, should we be using cash? See, they're using all these things that they're throwing out there. If you listen real close, you'll see the plan in place. And it's like all of a sudden, like, people come with these bright ideas, like, maybe it's the cash. Maybe we shouldn't be exchanging cash. Maybe we should go to a digital currency. And what did I tell you? I warned you about all that. I said, man, don't, dude, that's it. They get us on the digital currency, no cash. Oh man. Also, another thing too is this idea that, are they going to try to mandatory worldwide vaccinate people, because they'll be like, we got to do something. Their whole thing is, listen, especially in the last 20 years, something happens and they got to react to it, right? It doesn't matter if it's made up, a hoax, or real. They have to react. They have to do something, because we can't ever let it happen again. You remember what we got after 9/11? Well, this is way bigger than 9/11. So I expect that there's going to be something that they're going to try to force down our throats. What it is, I don't know yet for sure. But one thing I could say is, like, is it a mandatory, like, polio vaccination type thing? And then people who say, well, I don't want to be vaccinated. Well, you have a choice. Are they going to come to your house? They're going to arrest you. What's going to happen if you say no? That's a big question, and I would say, man, that's where the fighting's going to start. People that will not want to be mandatory vaccinated.
I just got this feeling, and maybe I'm being naive. I just don't think this is the end yet. I think maybe it's like a test run of some kind, but I don't think it's the end. I know everyone. Huh?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, they want it. Well, yeah, it's a test run. There's so many factors. There's so many layers of this. I think that there's so many things happening on many different fronts that are trying to get going. They never let a good crisis go to waste. Oh, and this is a great crisis. This is a great one, and they're loving it. I mean, spending that kind of money for the economy sounds good, but that's to fund other projects. It appeases us, so we're just like waiting for our checks. While we wait for our checks, other things are in the works, right? Out of that money,
Lothar, please.
What now?
He says, no, this is the end. There's a meteor right now heading our way on April 29th. Right? It's going to hit our planet and throw us into the sun. Fuck.
Into the sun?
The last
a meteor
month
to
of
throw
our
us into
lives.
the sun. It's going to knock us out of our orbit. That's going to be a pretty big meteor, man.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but oh my gosh.
No, not into the sun. Oh man, we're going to burn a fiery death. Not only did we get the virus,
into the sun. It's the worst.
Dude, you know what we need to be stocking up on is like 5 million sunblock. PTF, what is that called? PTFE or what? No, man. What do they call it? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the rating. SPF. Yeah, SPF. Yeah, we need SPF like 5 million, man. If we're going into the sun, I'm just saying, gotta survive that.
So if we're going into the sun, then what is all this corona nonsense for? They could have just let us die in a normal way. Because if that happens, we won't even know.
Dude, you gonna tell me I'm gonna die before I get my money? That sucks.
Yeah.
I ain't voting for nobody. Dude, if I don't get my check, I ain't voting for Trump. I'm not voting. If I end up dying in the sun, that's it. You don't get my vote. Okay. No, listen, I don't think that's gonna happen. Lothar, thanks for that. I don't think there's anything that's gonna hit us. First off, none of these meteorites that they always say, oh, this one came close to Earth. That one. We have Space Force now, sir. We can take care of
That's
this shit.
Yep.
I'm just telling you, we got this. There's no reason to even be fear. With Space Force is in action now. Okay, we already spent God knows what we spent on that particular. There's got to be conspiracy with that. How in the hell could none of the Democrats, nobody say a word? Like all this stuff in the media that they always talk about Trump does, they always like on one side, it's like he did this and he said that. He's a liar. He's lied 5 million times. There's a person counting his lies. Like they literally sit down and like he lied about this. He lied. Yeah. He's a politician. I expect him. I mean, although he is the king of all liars, political liars. He absolutely is. I mean, he lies a lot, but that's just because he's so boastful. He always puts on the good face about everything. He's like, he'll say, "Oh, this virus is stupendous. It's great. It's good for he'll definitely turn it around and find glasses half full concept to this whole thing, right?
You know what's really going on? Do you want to know? They want everybody inside so they can change the batteries in all the birds.
Because the birds are fake. Birds are not real, right? Is that the new? I love it. Birds are fake.
That's my favorite conspiracy. It makes no sense. I love it so much.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, that's one of the best ones. I remember the one that years ago when we were first on the internet, we used to get messenger and emails and stuff, and God, dude, there'd be all those chain mails that go around, and it would catch everyone off guard. Everyone thought that it was so real, and there were a lot of good ones out there. So and so, I've been missing. She's been missing for 20 years. We don't know what happened to her. Ones to, I don't know, just tons of them. Just different ones to like sort of get you worried, right? But no, the meteor ones, and the idea. Excuse me, and the idea. A little bit of the corona, and the idea that that something's going to hit us. That's crazy to me. What do you think, Fizzy?
Huh? Oh, Pushing Buttons were talking about the birds with hats. I think the hats might be some kind of battery pack. Like you plug one into your phone and you plug it into their head so that they don't have to change batteries as often. It's just a theory, though.
I just don't understand how they. Yeah, I just can't believe that people didn't get more up in arms about the birds. People putting hats on birds. Where was PETA then? Where were they? I didn't see them anywhere. I didn't see them protesting.
Well, that's why Vegas is being punished, because they put hats on birds, and they were one of the first ones to have a major outbreak.
Yeah. Well, it just it just goes along with like that's what I'm saying. Like everything is so in the media. Like the way I look at it, it's so contrived, and I can't take like I just look at it with a grain of salt, man. Take it with a grain of salt. I just have to, because when I see how certain things that they talk about get pushed, and then other things like are totally blatantly obvious, you can stake a claim as to why we're doing this. Nothing gets said. I never heard any, like I said, going back to Space Force and this idea that we were creating this. I told my friend this on the phone. I said, he's like, Donald Trump is, he's really fighting the evil Democrats. He's doing all. I'm like, really, dude, really? Like you're really buying into the whole political game, aren't you? Huh? You really don't see both sides, do you, bro?
Just like, oh, really?
I know. Like, oh God, it's like, dude, I was like, you realize this dude created Space Force, right? It's like, and I said their logo looks like Star Trek, dude. Look it up. He's like, what? Space Force? What are you talking about? Like, how is it that you only receive the info? Dude, you just want like. Does the media have it so that if you watch a certain station, you only get certain information? He just never goes outside his little box. He just watches Fox News, I guess, or something. It's like, dude, get out there and just at least look at both sides, for crying out loud. At least do that, okay? I'm not saying to be one way or the other, because I think I think they both suck. And I think both parties are definitely working for the same agenda. You know, we both know that. I mean, all of us know this. But there's so many people out there that are literally would be like, "No, our side is better. No, Trump's really a white knight. He's really here to save us all, and he's really
Yeah,
a
none of
Christian."
them care about you at all. That's all. Not
really-
at all.
Really, you're gonna? Do you really
They
think? I
should-
mean, like,
okay,
I don't know.
I don't understand because Corona is supposed to target the elderly, and all those politicians
Yeah.
standing together in their 80s
Right.
like nothing's going on. That's a big red flag to me that they're not even taking it seriously. So why should I?
Right. Yeah. Well, they just signed the bill, you know, and then like they're in the Oval Office. Yeah, everybody was standing there. Nobody was wearing masks. I mean, they could give the president the corona. Trump is older. He's a boomer. He could die,
Mhm.
you know, and he's white. So if we're going based
Yeah.
off what we've heard in the media, he's white, a boomer, all right, and you don't want to catch this, you know. So I don't know. I'm just saying, why isn't don't Trump should be walking around in a body condom right now, constantly. We should be protecting the president.
He should be
I'm
he
telling you.
should be in his office alone and everything
Right.
should be on video chat like all the other businesses are
Right.
doing. Yeah.
Exactly. Why isn't he on lockdown? Why? You know,
Mhm.
what's going on here with these guys? They seem to be walking around willy nilly, dude. The security of the country, of the free world, is right there, and they're just playing with death, laughing at death's doorstep. But yet the rest of us have to be on lockdown. You see how this works?
Well, probably
Simple
maybe
thing.
demons can't get it. You know, they might have improved. I
Oh,
mean, it's
Rand
just-
Paul has it. Thanks, Zeb. Yeah, I voted for his dad. Yeah, I was Ron Paul. I was when I got in my political. I was like, we got it. Like, dude, we gotta end these wars, man. We gotta stop the spending. We gotta get back on the gold standard. You know, back in the day. Right. I was watching all the videos.
Blowings has been asking to call
Yeah.
him for a while. Sorry, we're just
Glowing?
chatting.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I haven't even
We're just ranting.
done a call out yet. I haven't done a call. Like, you know, where the hell are my viewers? I only got, dude. You're lucky I haven't went online, dude. I'm such a diva. And look, it's we only have like 60 watching. Whatever, man. See, this is yeah. You know, my channel
No
goes down before,
notifications. It's
right before the
it's
corona.
happening on all the channels.
Yeah. Well,
but I got
and
two for this show, so I'm not sure.
yeah, well, I mean, I get coronavirus notifications from YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. Didn't know that Scott put out a video until he told me. Didn't know. Never saw a
Yeah,
notification.
guess what he's doing right now? He's on the phone with Suso. Guy.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What?
That's
Nuh-uh.
Suso. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm leaving that
I
tonight's
love
special guest is then. I don't leave it up. That's right. If he's on the phone with Suso, man, that's wrong. Where is he? I was waiting for his email because I got a text saying, "Hey, man, I'm gonna back out tonight because I don't know. I figured it was too late." He said, but I think he's scared of his wife. That's right. I said it. He's scared. He doesn't
I'm
want to get
scared.
in
I'm not
trouble
scared.
again. He doesn't want to get in trouble. He don't want to get in trouble with that YouTube again because he got in trouble, him and the wife. So can't. I'm not gonna say why. It's just issues. Okay, stuff at home. He got to bow it a little bit, calm down with the YouTube stuff. But it wasn't because of me. I didn't do anything.
You should,
Oh,
you should get him on that. You should get him on that boat game that you and Noble play.
Hey, the boat game. That's how you worded it. It's not. It's more than just a boat game. Okay, it's World of Warships. Damn it. All right.
Alright.
Hey, look. I don't make whatever. I don't degrade your
I
whatever.
didn't know what it
People
was
game.
called. It's just the boat
your
game.
people game. We turned us all into some weird sadistic world where you turn us all into like little characters, aliens and whatnot. I
You're a
was an
robot
alien. Now I'm a robot.
No, you married an alien.
Oh, I married an alien. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever
That
you
little
do.
alien.
Yeah. What if you find out later that Sim reversion of reality. Those people had feelings. That was real.
I think they do. Sometimes they look at the camera and they look straight at you. It's creepy. Like if you're making them do something they don't want, they'll look at you. I'm not even making this up.
All right, I would be
It's
done.
documented.
No, nope. I would be done. Lola says, "Why can't we have a funny virus like all the women growing mustaches?" That would be fun. Like you just wake up one day, you look like Groucho Marx. All you girls, you just like it just in one
you
area.
go to the salon, so maybe
That's
some people
that's
are gonna look a little rough.
I know. Can you imagine? You guys have to shave like you get the thick one too, like that big bushy one. You know, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna grow unibrow.
Like it looks like caterpillars mating under your nose. I'm kidding, of course. Listen, let's do this. We got wait, I was gonna show you that video. Some more fear porn. Brought to you by Scare Porn. Fear porn.
I sent you an article about how licking groceries is a terrorist act. So
No,
it is. You might not want to do that anymore.
probably don't. Although hey man.
The ecologist Joe Corbett.
No.
You did it again. I thought Scott was here. Because you're like, hey man, and Scott starts
I clicked
talking.
away from it. I don't even know why his voice came in. It's so weird. I was on a totally different channel.
The universe is trying to tell him something. Let's get back on the show.
So here's all. Look at this. Yeah, I know he's talking to Lothar. I'm talking to Suso. Whatever. I'm upset. Here it is. Oh wait, I gotta share the audio. You know, I think about it now. I don't think the audio was playing through the feed when the broadcast started. I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, it was. Oh wait. 1 second. So what this is, let me just set this up. This is a video of supposedly in the last few days, different places in America showing, and maybe around the world too. I don't know. Because this looks like different. This doesn't look like the same country. I don't know where this is taken. Oh, this is Morocco. Wow. Okay. So
Morocco?
let me. Morocco. Yeah, it's going to show you Morocco. This is like just different places. Okay, so there's Morocco. Wait a minute. I want to find. Oh, wait. Here's this brother right here. There's some people posting some interesting videos. I'm just telling you. It's Malaysia. All right, hold on. Then there's this dude. I don't know if any of this is true at all. Let's listen. It's kind of some stuff. Here, this is in France. France is, look, they got their military stuff.
Top of the night, everybody. I'm gonna be brief. So I was on a 19 bus on 149th Street in the Bronx just now. So today is what, Thursday, and it's like fucking 10 at night or some funny shit like that. 10, 11 at night. I seen 5 army tanks like hitting in the dark by Exterior Avenue near Gateway Mall. There's 5 army tanks. So I asked the bus driver, I'm like, yo, you seen it? He's like, oh yeah, they've been there all day. They've been there, since earlier. There was more, but they left. I'm gonna tell you this, man. It's crazy because I never thought in my lifetime I would be alive to see it. Well, I knew it, but I was kind of in denial. This shit about to get sloppy out here, right? And I'm gonna tell you now, it make a lot of sense. When Cardi B said she was moving to Nigeria, I'm like, why would the fuck she move to Nigeria? Like, she's from the Bronx, from the hybrid section. She's like, why would she move to Africa? And then when they said Ludacris was going to South Africa, Cardi B was going to Nigeria, and they said a few other rap stars was moving to Africa. Now I know why. These fucking sucker ass niggas knew this shit was gonna get martial law. This shit was gonna be locked down, and they didn't tell none of us. Like it was like basically what AZ did to Nas and Belly. He seen the shooter coming. He didn't tell Nas. He just got low. He got the fuck out of there with the baby, and left Nas for dead. And I'm not saying Cardi B and Ludacris and them is obligated to tell us, but them niggas knew. And I got kind of caught with my pants down, meaning, you know, usually I have a nice amount of chicken saved up, nice amount of Sausalito turkey saved up. Right now, my ragu is a little different. Like, you know, my ragu ain't where it usually be. But like if my ragu was where it usually be, I would have called on like, oh, Nigeria. You know
My
what? Let
ragu.
me shoot the fuck over there too, and like see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be a millionaire to get to Nigeria, because the niggas that be coming over here from Nigeria, they ain't not millionaires. A lot of these niggas be popped too. They save their last life savings and then come over here. So, but you know, she moved up from Nigeria, Ludacris moved to South Africa. I knew something was spooky from there.
Next to one, and it's the army. Y'all, I'm serious. So I asked them, I said, are you all starting to patrol now? And they said, yes, they're doing a test run out here in Manhattan. And I said, are you all going to start going to other counties? And they said, yes. So I'm on here to tell each of you.
Okay, what the hell's up with her makeup, man? For real.
I didn't want to say anything.
Dude, anyway,
makeup-
let me just get to. I was just trying to show the first part. Yeah, this is where it gets to the America part. But anyway, these are just like I said, I can't vet this information, but supposedly these are, you know, things being posted, like all these vehicles being moved around, like, you know.
Shit.
We see that all the time up here because we live next to the base.
Yeah, I don't know where this is being taken. This could be next to a military base, whatever. Although, you know, it could be also another thing that they're doing this stuff to create more of a panic or scare when they, you know, start moving military vehicles around, and you know, people are starting to
they're
get a
not
little
going
worried.
to open fire on people that aren't social distancing. Like, what do they think the military is going to do to them?
Yeah,
Honestly.
that's a military style. Yeah, there's a Humvee right here. It's on the road. But then again, if you live next to a military base, you're more likely to see military vehicles. You know, I don't know where these videos are taken. I don't know.
Have you ever had to stop? Have you ever had to stop for a train, and it takes forever? And that's the length of these convoys, and they're all across New York State on their way to Fort Drum. It's nothing new for New York, anyways, if that's where she said she was. I don't know why they would go through Manhattan. That's kind of a bad idea, but people are saying this footage is from years ago. They've seen these videos before. So people are uploading old videos and calling it recent.
Yeah, no, this could be older stuff. This could, who knows? This could be taken like years ago, you know, just people showing, you know, like, oh, look at this. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I take it like, well, okay, it's interesting. Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm sorry. Tonight, I'm just so bitter towards all of this. I'm just like,
I know. The one I thought was weird was this guy right here. Let me show you. There was one that was a little strange, I thought. Somebody mentions the FEMA coffins. I'm like, okay, I'm getting to that. Hang on. Let me get to some FEMA coffin fear porn here. You know, where's this dude at? Dang, I gotta find it. There's a guy driving down the road, and he drives next to a truck that actually that has like, well, it's labeled as burial vaults. Like, what the hell? Oh my god! So that pops up again, the burial vaults. It is weird. Like, look, those things did exist. I mean, they were out there. What, you know, why the fuck they were out there? Years and years. That was like, what, 15 years ago this stuff got reported on? What the, you know?
that's. I guess I'm a little jaded because I've been told the world's going to end about 1,000 times in my life. And now I'm just like, I don't, whatever. There's going to be martial law and FEMA, and it's been going on for so long that I don't care anymore. Is that bad?
I don't know.
It is bad.
Here's some weird staging area that they're doing right now, like out in some random parking lot somewhere. I don't know. Like, I don't know where this is. Is this even America? It could be, you know. Like, it just shows different stuff in the video. This is outside. Oh, it's in a stadium area here. I guess I could figure it's Pepsi. Let's see, that's the logo there. I don't know what stadium this is. But anyway, it shows like they're doing some sort of. But the thing is, like, the way they set these tents up, that's sort of weird. Like, why not set up very good? Like this, it's like they're working on. To me, it's like they're out there just learning how to put up tents. I don't know. I mean, are they really setting up like a FEMA control
Do you want to know
center?
something I saw?
What's up?
There was a new news article about New York City, how they were setting up these tents and they were supposed to be like emergency
Yes.
morgues or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was this guy doing a live stream from New York City, and he asked the guy, he's like, "Is that the new morgue?" Blah blah blah. And these were hospital workers, and they're just like, "No, it's just literally it's just a tent." Like, they were so confused why he was even calling it that. So I'm not sure what's going on. There's so much conflicting information.
I think they're doing it like, I think on levels, like they're trying to promote this information and scare the shit out of people, and like they get this stuff passed. You know how quick the stuff goes viral now. I mean, just like with the toilet paper stuff. I mean, you think, look, man, you got people that are gonna run a story on the toilet paper, and people to go crazy over that. It's really easy to just, to show, something weird out there, a military vehicle in a place that it shouldn't be, and be like, oh my God, martial law is coming. I think they want chaos, man. I think on one level, that's one of the aspects of all this, is the level that they want us to create the chaos. They want us to start freaking out so that they can react. And that's why.
Well, what's funny is, especially people my age and even a little bit older, we've seen this stuff our whole lives, and we're just kind of like used to it. Does that make sense? Like, we've had 9/11, and we've had this and that, and nothing ever came of it. So people they're not giving in. That's why I think they have to go further and further to scare people, because we're like desensitized.
Oh, we are. We are desensitized. It's been happening for years. I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. I've been saying that for years. I remember years ago, I stopped watching all that crazy stuff, started watching all those crazy, like, murder flicks, like, Saw and all those things. All those things were getting, like, more and more grotesque and weirder. And I was like, oh, this is, at some point, I can't remember which one. It was the one about torture, what was it called?
Hostel was scary.
I did it. Well, that did it for me, because that was like, dude, that is the sickest.
It's probably true.
Well,
isn't that
and the level, I think that's why I think I turned away from all that. Yeah, because of the truth of it all. There are people that get off on torturing other people, and it's disgusting, and it's awful, and it's just the worst part of humanity. I mean, one of the worst. And I just was like, wow, if this isn't desensitizing, I don't know what is. So after that, I gave up all that stuff. I stopped watching any of those movies ever again. I just don't do it. I don't watch any weird, like, let's figure out ways to kill you in various ways kind of movies. I just think that's wrong. I just think that it has desensitized us, and it's not been good for us. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Desensitization has been a big issue. So that's why they do what they do now. And I think they have to roll it out. And like I said, I think a lot of the stuff is staged. Like I said, the China stuff was staged. Some of that was absolutely staged, 100%. Some of it, maybe it was real. I don't know. I don't know what was,
so
some of it, because it's hard to know.
The butterfly net, probably.
But let's be honest. Who's going to just, like, let somebody come to their house and drag you? Dude, if they're dragging me away and you're saying I got the virus, then I'm ripping masks off, dude. I'm fighting, because I know where you're sending me. I'm just saying, like, there's too many people that were just going out like nothing. Then there was other people that were really, you could tell they were fighting for their lives, man. It was kind of scary. And I kept thinking, they're rounding up people or something that are dissidents or people that are outspoken against the government. That's a perfect opportunity to nab people and say, oh, you got the virus, you need to come with us. And they're like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? Yep, come here. Psh, and then they're fighting, you know? Those are the people. And then the other ones were like, people were just so lackadaisical, like, yeah, okay, I'll grab me and I'll, whatever. No, man, you know where you're going, and it's not a good place. So why wouldn't you? Hey, man, if you're gonna go to die, I mean, you might as well fight. This is your last opportunity. That's all I'm saying. And anyway, I just saw a lot of that. The butterfly net of the guy was dumb. That was totally staged. And I kept saying, there's no way that you would get all these videos out of China, right, with the way their internet's locked down, and then all of a sudden stand there with officials. But you're videotaping with a camera or a cell phone, right? You really think that's going to happen? And like, they're just going to let you do it? Like nobody saw you holding the phone up? Because it wasn't like it was down low, like they were secretly doing it. It was like right there, panoramic view of them doing heinous shit, And it's like, oh boy, that's just, no, that's not right. But yeah, I just felt like some of that stuff was definitely made up. But then again,
they're saying the phone room is locked for some reason.
Yeah,
it's only locked for you, Lothar.
Yeah, damn right.
I'm sorry. I know I give him a hard time. I'm in a mood.
Kind of have to. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me find. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me unlock.
Conference unlocked.
There you go.
Yay.
All right. We're unlocked. Ready to go. Ready to go with the calls. But here's the thing. Stay on mute until I answer your call, guys. While you're calling in, let me go ahead and give this room a shout out. See how you good folks are doing out there. Let's see. We have the participants list. We have a lone one, Austin Baldia, Catherine Snows, CJ Wood, Crypnotic is on the line. Oh no, Crypnotic is here. Dean Johnson, Go Kart Bomb, Jennifer Lambert, DD74 just popped in. Jessica Ma, Last Fly Boy, Lothar 900, Mandela Mile, Melissa Hecker, Nico, Pre-Love Minimal, Pushing Button 62, Richard Melgar, Salted Cedar, Sandra K, Skaborowski, La Juarez, Funny Farm, Variable, Zeb Johnson, The True Set You Free. Did I say CJ Wood? She looked like she jumped in too. Listen, guys, thank you all for being here. Let's see who the calls are. I saw the first one here, both unknown callers. Oh boy. Which one is Lothar? Well, all right, you're on with Scared Performance. What's on your mind tonight?
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Hi. I have something really interesting, but I don't have a lot of breath.
Okay.
Because I've got asthma, so I don't want to stress out.
Wait. Time out. Let me pause.
Interesting.
Oh, she's got the Hunan. I had to put her on hold. Let me pull my mask. I
That's
don't want to
unfortunate.
Dude, that stuff can get you anyway. Don't you realize that it goes through the eyeball, goes through the microphone? It can get you. I think she's got the Hunan. But okay, hold on. We'll put her back on line. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just worried about. I just wanted to get gowned up before I talk to you.
Let you know that.
All right.
I'll let you know that I've been sick since February 15th. It's hard to breathe if I stress because it's asthma related. Okay, so if I stress out, I'm going to have to hang up. And I know you want to hear this. I do.
All right.
Now I'm going to send you some pictures later, but I don't want them put online right now. They're just going to be for you because I don't want anybody to arrest me. Because today they sent me out for a COVID test.
Oh, dude!
I got some news.
I told you.
Listen,
I told
they told
you
me
had
not
a
to
Hunan.
take pictures. Dan, come on, just give me a minute.
Okay,
and then I'll go,
right.
and then you can get Lothar on the line. I don't want to stay on the phone. I'm not feeling well. Okay. I just want to listen to the show.
Go ahead.
I wasn't even going to talk to you about this till next month.
All right.
When I was better.
No.
But
Well, it's a good thing you told
No,
us. Okay, so what's up? All right.
Oh my God, me and you are just going. You know what we need? We need some bats, and then we can just hit each other with them, like those play foam bats. You know, we get into a room and just. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you two do need to get a room.
I probably do. I do probably deserve a good phone batting. But until that time, go ahead and tell us what's up. What's happening with your Hunan?
Well, now I've got to go pee now, so I've just don't stress
come
out
on.
on it. I piss on myself. Because let me
Oh.
say it, and then I want to hang up. I don't want to stay on here.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So this is what happened.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'd been sick. So finally, I had seen, it was really weird. I went to, I'm just going to say it real quick. I went to my lung doctor, and then I went back to the asthma doctor that's been treating me with antibiotics for the upper respiratory infection and everything since February.
Wait, leprosy?
And
You
nobody
have
was
leprosy?
saying nothing. Go ahead, Dan.
You have leprosy?
Yeah, no.
You said leprous.
Please let her tell the story. I'm curious now.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right. All right. No, I'm sorry. You know I have to play around. You know I have to get around. You know I have. All right. Listen, I'll be serious. Okay, look. All right.
Go ahead, Dan. You play.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No. I'm done. Okay,
No,
I got it out of me.
No, really.
No, really. Seriously, go ahead. Tell us. Sorry, you're dying right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should respect the dying. Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I lost track of everything. I can't focus right
Your
now.
leprosy. Tell us about your leprosy, and then
It's not don't say that on.
No, the pictures of the testing area. That's what we were talking about.
pictures of the testing area.
So
Yeah.
what I was trying to tell you is, at first I thought it was really weird that every time I would go to the doctor with high fevers, cough, inability to bring in breath, on the 7th I was literally breathing at a 50%. I'm finally up to a 75%. Unless I stress, then it feels like I constrict. And even though I don't feel the same way as I did where I was coughing as much anymore, I feel like I have the serious flu now. So it's almost like I've reinfected with something else. I first felt like I had a cold. Then I went through 3 weeks of upper respiratory. And now I was well for a couple of days, and I was feeling real better. I put
It's allergy
I feel
season.
better about myself. Then I got the feeling like I had the flu. So I called my doctors. I went into each 3 of them, and nobody was saying, let's test you. But my asthma doctor said, go home. You're not allowed to be around anybody for 30 days. So I got real scared of that. And I went and I called my PCP. And my PCP did an online visual appointment with me where he came into my house through Skype. And they're doing that now. And I told him, look, it's all the coughing and stuff's bad on my bad heart. And as sick as I am and stuff, and I just got real pissed off. I said, what the hell? I said, 3 doctors, and none of y'all are saying that I should be tested, and I'm still starting to break out with fever again. So, this is fucked up. Excuse my French on your show, but, I've been out of work, and now I'm out of work permanently because I can't do my type of work with what I've got, or with the fact that San Antonio is closed down and there is no coffee in San Antonio. By the way, my friend was
Really?
tonight. Yes, but we have limits on the stores, what we're allowed to buy, but some of the places have not gotten restocked yet for these limits. So when I went over to Sam's on Monday after my lung doctor appointment, the first one, the one that actually did my lung surgery in 13, I saw first, and then I went back to my asthma one on Wednesday. But anyway, when I was over there, Sam's was completely cleared out of everything. There was no toilet paper, there was no tissues, and they had said, well, in the morning we get them, but then we're having a hard time getting them back in because people are they're not overly buying, but the people are all coming in and taking their limits. But the coffee has not restocked itself, but that's okay. People can get over their addiction. So let me tell you what the place told me when I got, okay. So the doctor, I was mad at him. I said, look, I'm not afraid that I have COVID. I'm not scared. It's probably just my normal, asthma and my normal yearly stuff. Except this one
Allergies.
feels more like there's no, I've never gotten this sick though, Dan, with my asthma. I've even had lung surgery and breathed better during the time prior to the surgery in the hospital when my eyes turned black. You can go back to 2013 on my Facebook and see me with solid black eyes, almost dying.
Oh my God, that's not normal.
That's
I
not
have
good.
bad lungs, but let me tell you,
Wow.
this is really crazy. I'm getting to the point where we're going to so the guy tells me, I yelled at my doctor and I said, look, what the hell's wrong with you? He goes, well, you don't have any of the symptoms. I said, so coughing, fever, snotty, not being able to breathe, none of these. He goes, and he just got real quiet. And I thought, this is fishy shit. Okay, and you know how I am about anybody calling this fake. So for me to say something's up with this, so then he goes, I said, listen, my heart's real bad and I've been I've got an enlarged heart, so this coughing could kill me. So he goes, okay, I'm gonna contact the state. So all of a sudden, within he goes, we'll call you back in a few minutes. Well, all of a sudden, the head of the health department of Texas called me from Austin. I'm sure that's where the head health department is, because that's where I get my licensing from. And let me get a little water. Hold on. This is the good part. Hold on. And they said, this is a doctor from the health department. And the first thing he asked me is, do you have your gallbladder? And I said, no. He goes, do you have your appendix? I said, no. And then he told me to tell him everything that's been going on. And I gave him down the line all the friggin' antibiotics I've been on, how I'm out of breath if I even get up and walk. I've been coloring. That's what I've been doing to keep my mind off stuff. I got some pretty pictures that I've been doing with these glitter gel pens. But anyway, so I was sitting there telling him everything. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to have another person call you. I thought, God, is this so top secret shit, man? So then they had this other person call me, and they booked me for an appointment for the drive-through in San Antonio on East Houston Street at the Coliseum. Okay, so the Coliseum is right behind our new AT&T Center where the Spurs and everybody play and everything. Hold on. Sorry about that, but I'm out of breath. Give me a minute. I still want to have a heart.
So wait a second, Vivian.
Huh?
You went.
What? Busy what?
You went shopping when you're supposed to be quarantined?
You just spread it like typhoid.
On Monday.
Typhoid truther.
Doctor.
Oh my God.
That's
on
not.
Monday. After I went to the first lung doctor on Monday for my checkup, my yearly checkup with the guy who did my lung surgery. I went and then I ran in Sam's real quick. But on Thursday, my doctor said, don't leave the house at all. He said, don't leave. He didn't quarantine me until Wednesday. Wednesday is when I found out I had to be quarantined.
What do you think? Don't leave the house?
Be quarantined.
No, everyone's going to get it now.
No, I'm not going to give it to you through the phone. Stop it. You got your mask on right on your picture, Fizzy. I want to hear about the drive-through now. I'm about to get to the end of the story where I went to the drive-through. And I got the pictures. And this is just weird what I'm going to tell y'all. It's some weird shit. Okay? My son-in-law came to take me today. Okay, they had me set up an appointment. You had to have an appointment for the drive-through and just your name. That's it. They didn't want to know insurance information, nothing. They don't even know how to give me that COVID test back unless it was the doctor spoke to them or something, because they were the ones that booked the appointment with me. Unless they're going to call me by the phone. And stupid me, on my way out of the building today in the car, I forgot to ask them, when am I going to find out whether I have it or not, right? Which I don't think I do.
Oh, you got it.
I think it's just my lung disease. Did you what? Did you say, Dan?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Go ahead.
It doesn't sound like you have it, and now Sam's
I'll go back and listen.
Okay.
Dan, don't speak it on me, dude. I mean, I'm already sick enough, but I didn't go into quarantine until Wednesday from my asthma doctor. And I think it was more for my protection. So anyway, so me and my son-in-law get in the car today. He picks me up at 11:30. 11:30 today, he picked me up. And we go down East Houston and we see like the entrance where I took the pictures of the entrance on the way out, because there was signs there that said no videos. You could not take videos. You could not take pictures, but don't ever tell me not to do something, because I'll do whatever I want to do. So without them knowing, I got some pictures.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to jail. I know they're going to come get me. Okay, that's why I don't want any of these pictures put online or any of that stuff.
Oh, go ahead and send them to me. I won't put them online. Go ahead.
Okay, but let me tell you what. Let me tell you, and then I'll shoot them after I hang up. Okay, because I'm gonna have to go pee.
Then I'll post them.
So we pull in, and it's like it's deserted. There's nobody there except these.
Right.
There's these first three people sitting on this bench. Like under a tarp, and there's a bunch of cop vehicles, like those SUVs, San Antonio SUVs, and then you drive in, and then they point to you to go a certain way, and then you go down. I'm going to make this real quick. You go down this long, long way to get around the Coliseum, and then you go and you see these three tents outside, like drive-through tents. And so
Jeez.
there was only one truck other than me there. The whole
Okay.
freaking Coliseum parking lot was empty. So I pull into this little tent, and there's like a table, and there's like 4 people there with full goot suits on. You know, they don't want me. And they're like, no, roll up your window to my son-in-law. They're like yelling at us like they're going to shoot us or something. And then they came over to the car, and they said, we want you to get out of that front seat of that car. Who is getting the test? And they were kind of yelling it through the glass. And I said, it's me. I pointed to me, and they go, get out and walk around and sit behind the driver in the back driver's seat. So I got out and I sat back there, and then this lady came over to the car, and she had this like piece of paper, which I think I still have in my purse. I haven't even read it. And in the paper, it had folded a mask for me and a tissue. And she says, I want you to take that tissue and blow your nose. So I take the tissue and I blow my nose, and she goes, now I want you to put that mask on, and I want you to keep it over your face all the way until you get into, now me and my son-in-law, and now I know why he's been so mad at me all the time, because he's scared of the things I talk about, like the Mandela effects and any conspiracies. And that's why he was pissed off, because anger is usually fear. And it kind of hit me today because they were going to make us drive into this dark building. And I was like, and Victor goes, what the hell? Do we want to go in there? I said, I don't know. What if they take us in there and not let us out? You know, of course, because I've been so.
That's where you hit the gas and exit
scared.
stage
What,
right.
man?
That's where you hit the gas and go through the barricade. That's where you get the hell out
Right,
of
but
it.
there was no way. The tent is backed up against the dark room.
Oh,
So there's
God.
no way you cannot go in this big building.
This doesn't
You'll see
sound
the
good.
doorway. I've got
Yeah.
pictures of it all. But the
Oh, I
only
can't
thing I
wait to
couldn't
see
get
'em.
in the photo is the 3rd testing booth. I couldn't get it, and it's a closed-in testing booth. So there was like 3, but there was only me there and 1 truck before me and nobody else in sight. So she goes, when you get in there, you're going to open your car door when they tell you, and you're going to turn sideways. And I told her, well, I got this problem with my nose because I had my nose redone where they screwed up my nose. They can't just go sticking that thing up in my nose. And so when I got in there, she must have wired to the other lady, and she goes, are you the lady with the surgery on your nose? I said, yeah. I said, it was a while back, but I got a messed up nose, and I don't want you to, hurt me with those. I have to show you which way my nose is wired. So I turn, and she goes, don't take your mask all the way down. Just bring it under your nose. And then they were real nice. They came over to the car, and she put the swabs that are the size of a frigging pin, a size of a pin. I'm talking about the length of like a 4-inch pin, not even 4. I think a pin's like 5 inch, 6 inches long. A regular big pin, long ass motherfucker, all the way up into my nose on the left. And then they went in the right and went to the back and swabbed around. And then that was pretty much it. And then Victor got out of the building, and then he pulled over to let me get back in front with him. And then when we were leaving, I said, go slow, because I'm going to try to take pictures of this thing. And he goes, don't get us caught. And I was like, I had the phone in a way making it look like it was up to my ear, like I was talking to somebody then, and I got a couple of good shots. I did. But what got me, and which didn't make any sense, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick as a dog. I'm sitting here shaking right now because I'm like freezing my ass off. But I don't understand how I could have gotten sick 3 different ways in 1 month, from the 19th of February to, I guess it's March 28th now. And unless I am just getting sicker with my cancer and stuff, and I don't want to believe that. But, I don't know what's going on other than why would it be empty there, Dan? Just, do you have any ideas why it would be empty unless they're booking these appointments separate and they've only got so many cases? You would think.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think there's just, I don't think there's that many people that are being considered as having it. So that's why it's, kind of desolate. The fact that they had this, they obviously apparently are expecting longer lines. That's why you had to drive
They
around
have
the
one
back.
more day, and they're going to pull up. They're going to pull out the testing. Tomorrow, Saturday's the last day of testing. They only did 3 days of testing in San Antonio.
Well, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Weird.
But
I
apparently it
saw
wasn't like
that
you were
anyway.
waiting in line. Yeah, sorry. You weren't waiting in line.
I'm
So
glad I wasn't waiting in line.
that's good. I mean, it's good to know that was an issue. And when are you going to find out whether you have the Hunan or not?
Well, see, I was stupid enough not to look at, I don't know if they said it on this paper right here, that I was stupid enough not to look at, I don't even know where that paper is she gave me. It it was just my brain did not function to the point where I said, when will I know? I hate to say this. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. I felt creeped out by the whole thing. It was just the way they did it. You know, pull you into a dark building, and here I am. And I used to be a real strong conspiracy theorist. I know all about that videos, you know, of those camps. And my theory on the camps have changed. Those camps are just offices. And everywhere that you see signs where people are, other than that lady's video she did, because my thought is if those camps really existed, they could use those for hospitals instead of having to make makeshift hospitals in the middle of football fields. And so my thought is, if they
there
got
could be a
camps,
reasoning
they
for
could
all
do
that. I don't know. All I'm saying is, I'm just saying back in the day, they used it to spread a lot of fear about the coming martial law that never occurred, that was supposed to be here already, you know, and nothing happened. At least not in our
Hell,
world.
when the doctor looked at my lizard eyes and she said, Miss Ennis, we'll be back. Stay here. We're going to be right back. I might as well just have died right there. I thought I was going to fall over, and she was going to go get the government is what I thought. You know, they were going to come in there and get me. And she came back. She goes, I just have never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
You what?
And butterfly net you. You know,
yeah,
take a big net.
And that's because I've just decided no more conspiracy. Anytime I hear conspiracy stuff, and I just don't even, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I hate when people say, and they are doing this and that. Well, who are these they? And I realize why it bothers me, because when I was a kid, my brother used to like torment me, and he would say stuff to me when I was a child. He'd say, they're going to get you. So when people say, well, they are doing this and they are doing that, I'm like, what the hell? And I cannot believe how long that swab was that went up my nose, man. I left there just so anyway. I'll send you.
Yeah, I don't understand why. That's weird.
Don't you think it was weird that it was empty? Even my son-in-law, who's not a conspiracy theorist, was like,
the hospitals are empty too.
Well,
it's weird.
I mean, for all the corona that's supposedly popping up everywhere and spreading like wildfire, it's just kind of strange. You know, you would think
there's
that place.
no victims.
You know me. I'm not saying that we shouldn't stay home and follow this course so most of us can get back to work, you know? It's just it's gonna hurt us the longer we don't. And I do believe that if there is martial law and stuff starting, it's because people aren't listening. Just listen. In my neighborhood alone, and I shit you not, 3 streets over tonight, there was another burglary. I've had 45 burglaries pop up on my not next door. I have an app called Neighbors. 45 cars and homes, split between them, all broken into. And I live in this 2-story home alone, and I'm just sitting over here like, I'm not going to be scared anymore. I don't, but there's moments where it'll pop up.
Well, I said it's the people. God. It's people that I worry about, like that are going to be getting crazy. Okay, it's the idea that they will hear something.
Most of it. We're on our cameras.
It's the lack of the idea that lawlessness is coming, and so hey, let's just go out there and make this some sort of like something we saw in a movie. Let's go out there and live out some sort of crazy not fantasy. What was that movie where you got the 12 hours to go kill your boss or whatever? Was that The Purge? Yeah. I mean, they have movies like The Purge. I mean, that that kind of stuff.
Sorry.
It's listen. Okay. Well, thanks, Vivian. Thank you.
I love y'all.
Yeah. All right. Love you too, hon. Take care. Be safe and stay healthy. Okay. Bye, Viv. Here's the thing. There's a lot of keywords that were spread around in that call. One was leprosy. And then we heard PCP, which is drugs. And then she said, she's talking about her black eyes. We all know about the black eye.
Why would they make the testing site so scary?
I don't know. I don't know why they had to make it scary. Why, why? Why does it have to be? I don't know. Maybe just, for what it is, I guess. I don't know why they do what they do. I mean, why do you expect them to make it less scary? It's a testing site. Anytime you go into a
dark, though,
site,
like why in the
why it was a dark. It was. I'm sure she was driving into a building that was like dark. It looked. I'm sure it wasn't dark in the building. It just looked dark as she was driving toward the building. Probably that's what I'm thinking. Like the entrance. But once she got in, it was lit up. Like, I don't think they like, what did they do? Walk up to her in the dark around the car, like shine lights? I don't know. I don't, yeah, I don't think that happened. But I'm just saying, like when you're driving into a garage, like a big area, like it could look dark, but as soon as you drive in, it's lit up. You know what I'm saying? Further
You
down.
said there
further
was
down.
no lights in the building. Like, why would they make it? Like, are they trying to discourage
I don't know.
people from getting tested so they can just make up numbers about how many people actually have it? I
Well, it
don't know.
sounds like I don't know. It sounds like they're doing this weird. I mean, why go through all that rigmarole? I have no idea because I didn't see it, but we'll see pictures. I'm sure she'll send me the pictures and we'll look at it. And it says no lights, no lights. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why make it so scary. I mean, and creepy. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, like I said, they set up the center. Maybe they want people to get creeped out. Maybe that's the vibe they want to spread. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
this
like,
is serious. Be
going on.
afraid.
Be afraid. Yeah, this is like. Do you remember the movie Contagion? Remember those movies? Well, here it is.
Mhm.
I mean, it is weird. I am seeing a lot of stuff people are doing. Like I said, in the stores, putting up plexiglass borders between you and the cashier. Stuff like that. So that.
Well, yeah, they do that in other countries. They've always done it. It's not a bad idea because you probably do come across a lot of people.
Well, it probably isn't a bad idea. It's just I just know they're brand new, and it's one of the things they did. It's a safety
What I
precaution.
thought was odd when I went is that the self-checkout lanes were closed. Like, wouldn't that help the cashiers? Like, what? I don't understand.
Well, no, that would be terrible. Self-checkout would be bad for spreading stuff because
No, because when I went to Walmart, there was a guy. As soon as I was done checking out, he sprayed everything with some kind of cleaning solution and disinfected everything when I was done. So,
right.
I don't know.
It only depends on how well he cleans it. Like I said, if you wanted to spread it around and somebody got it, and like say the guy missed it, and 2 or 3 more people went over there and touched that same, checkout.
Yeah, but they're touching the regular checkout lines too. So.
Yeah, but they're touching the keys. They're touching their, you know what I'm saying? Like when you scan your car, I guess they're doing it there too. I guess you're right. They are doing it there too. I don't know. Maybe they think that there's just more access to people getting
or maybe
something.
people be stealing stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. Well, I always thought that was probably like, if you're going to steal something, that's the best way is to go through a stupid checkout thing. Like, to me, that's not going to.
Yeah, you can wipe your stuff across without it beeping. So then you'd wipe it and put it in the bag, and they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know if it's scanned or not.
They don't know. Yeah, like I said, I never liked using those. I hate them. I think it sucks because I think we need more personal interaction. Honestly, I feel like, when we don't get it and we go to the store and we don't even get to interact with the cashier anymore. We got to interact. We just walk out and pay. I mean, dude, Walmart doesn't care.
If I only have a couple items, I don't mind. Because I don't want to wait in line if I only have like 3 things. But doing a whole cart by yourself and then, it's.
I told the lady, what they want to do is they want to hire the person to check you out, like to check your ticket as you're leaving. Kind of bull crap now. And I'm like, I walk out. I'm like, no. Like, what we can do? Like, look, you're gonna make me go to that stupid self-checkout thing, and then you're gonna stand there and hire somebody to hassle me as I go on out the door. I'm like, bull crap. I just walked out. I was like, no. And I'm like, you call security, whatever you want to do. I paid for my items. I don't need you to check me out. Thanks. I was rude. I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, I'm not.
Speak to the manager.
I'm not doing that. No.
Are you one of those
walk out. I'm like, I hope you come after me. I hope you do something. Please. I freaking triple dog dare you. Do it. Because that is a bunch of crap. I didn't do anything wrong. You're going to treat me like a criminal. I went out there. I paid for my items. I went out. If you want people to scan, to have goods that are scanned, then why don't you hire a damn checker? All right. You're going to have me do it. And then you're going to hassle me on the way out the door. No. I'm not going to do it. I never stop for those people. I'm like, nope. I keep walking. And they, you know what? And they're just like, okay, they just leave me alone. But I keep walking. I don't care. I think it's crap. I don't want to be hassled on my way out. Like like you have to check my stuff to make sure I
I'm a
didn't steal
grown
it.
up. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I know, but it's just like it's bull crap, because I mean it makes me feel like there's a lack of like we can't trust anybody, like your big corporation, like what are you worried that I'm stealing from you guys? What am I taking? Nothing. I scan my items. You have cameras all over the thing. They got probably better security. That's what they did. They hired security instead of hiring checkers and cashier. And and I think that sucks. I think that there's jobs that are being taken away because people are just going for the self checkout.
They made us switch everybody to reusable bags, and now they're saying you can't bring your bags because they could have germs on them. So you have to pay 5 cents a bag.
God, yeah.
So stupid.
It's going to get to the point where I'm just going to take my shopping cart out there and just load my stuff in the back of my damn car without a bag, and just take bags when I get home and unload it out of my car. I mean, that's what they want us to do. I mean, it's like all these little conveniences. You can't have straws. You can't have a straw anymore. You can't have plastic utensils. You can't have bags. All this silliness. It's like, oh boy. Look. Why don't we just do a better job of taking care of our crap and taking care of our waste? So you don't have to ink, but they want to do this. They love these little things, these little social experiments where they just turn the heat up, man. It's like, they're boiling the pot. They're doing. It's like the frog in the pot. They're just boiling it. They just keep turning it up.
No, to me, it's more like the rice in the cup. Have you ever heard that one? Like you start your day with an empty cup, and every little grain of rice is an inconvenience. So by the end of the day, your cup is full of these tiny inconveniences, and you just boil over, just picking at you all day. That's what it is. And it'll drive you crazy.
It's another thing that they take away from us that was just a convenience that's gone, and people are just like, we just succumb to, we just take it. We're just like, nobody gets upset. Nobody does anything. Nobody says anything. We're just like, okay, whatever. I'll carry my straw in my car. You're gonna carry your straw that you've had in your car. Like, I'm just saying, like how do you know that's not dirty? Whatever. How do you clean a straw? Ugh. It's like getting a brand new straw is probably more cleanly anyway. Like I said, we should definitely take better care of our waste. I don't know. Figure out a way to do something. Burn it. Make sure it doesn't get to the ocean. I get all that. Yes, absolutely. Protect the environment. Yes, 100%. But dude, this idea that I am a freaking this idea that I'm a parasite on the earth is getting old. I'm really sick and tired of hearing it. I'm really sick and tired of hearing I remember years ago, like, well, problem is with global warming is us. It's us. It's us. We're the big problem. We're the issue. It's us in the way just me living is an issue. So, might be, we might need to, some of y'all might need to die. Some might, you might need to check out. You need to go. Earth can't sustain you. I don't necessarily believe all that. I don't believe the numbers. I don't think
you're just a burden.
I think we definitely overabundant in some ways, but I also think that we definitely need to change the way we do things. Like, for instance, like maybe we shouldn't want or need so much fast food or crap or things like that in our lives. Maybe we should grow our food more often. Maybe we should be doing stuff like that. Like that's a good thing. Eating healthier, things like that. Maybe if you ate healthier, you wouldn't want to eat as much crap. Therefore, you wouldn't consume as much. Therefore, you wouldn't tax the system as much. I can see that. But just saying like everything needs to go away. You should try to educate people and explain it better instead of like treating us like cattle and babies and being like, we're taking this away from you. We're taking that away. We got to do this. We got to do that. It's always something, for years, I always said this until lately, only a few times, I guess we're getting checks from Trump. So, I guess that's a pop, right? But I can't think of any bill they ever signed into law that was like where I was like, oh, that's really gonna help me in some way. It's really gonna
Yeah,
benefit me.
good idea, guys.
Great idea. Although I say this now, it may benefit all of us in the short term, but in the long term, it's a payoff. It's just to keep us, appease us. I'm just telling you, there's more going on. That bill is full of God knows what. I mean, once people start reading it and finding out what is written, right, behind the scenes, and when you find out like who's really getting the majority of the money, ooh, we're gonna be like, oh my God! I bet you watch. We'll find out. We'll find out some stuff about it. There'll be some videos made like, dude, you have any
Well, I
idea what
know,
this has all
I know
built
they
in?
had to give a lot of money to Planned Parenthood for some reason. I guess abortions are essential right now. I thought that was a little strange, but I didn't really look into what else the money was for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure it's to fund a lot of things because they had to get both sides on board, right? And so all of them want. They're like, no, we can't be. Then because I heard they voted it down, and then all of a sudden they're like, you don't care about the people, and so then it made them look bad. And then they voted for it. It's like, and then they add stuff to the bill that the other side wants. It's like, why?
Mhm.
Can we
Why
just
can't it
focus
just be a
on what we need?
straightforward? Yeah.
Can we just focus on people who need some money? Like, I get it because the people are out of work and can't work right now during this. I get that. Okay. Do I think it's the right solution? Oh, I don't know. I'm not in that position to say what should be done or what can be done. Right? I'm not the president, but let's just say that we do know this will work in the short term. A stimulus. It's worked in the past. Bush did it. He did it twice. He did do it once. I don't remember. I think it was twice. Maybe it's a Mandela effect. All I know is that we got money from Bush. It did stimulate the economy a little bit. It did help. Give it a bump after the economic crisis. So yeah, I guess it's there's a possibility that this will work and will help keep the economy going. Also help people in the short term, cover some expenses. I think about weight. I was just thinking about weights. People waiting tables. I mean, there was a time in my life where that's my job was to wait tables. And I did pretty good. I made enough money. I was going to college at the time, and I think of people like that, that are, they're not making a lot, but they're working hard and waiting tables. And I doubt that I don't even know. I think those places I don't think you can go into a lot of restaurants right now. I don't know.
None. You have to order takeout.
You have to order takeout. Yeah. So what about the waitresses? What about them? I mean, they were only making like, $2 something an hour, and then they get tips. So, that's just one group of people, So anyway, there's lots of people being affected by this. Okay. Because they're worried about the concern of this thing spreading. And I even found out there was a person in my town, my little town in Texas, that was one confirmed case. They're self-quarantined. I'm like, oh boy. See, this is when I was like, if the virus was going to spread at any time, it's when everybody was rushing to the stores, buying stuff, all packed in there, coughing, touching, fraternizing. You know what I mean? Doing some Joe Biden, a little touchy.
Snipping the Oreos. Show that article that I shared with you in case anyone gets inspired by Dan. the terrorist charges for
oh my God,
messing with the groceries.
Oh boy, let me get to the article here. Hey, you sent to Hangouts or is it in the chat? Oh, hang on.
In your Hangout. Yeah.
In the Hangout. Okay. Let's see your articles. Let's see your articles of shame. Let's see. Oh, there.
I'm just trying to help you. You can't go.
Wait, this is the
in a store.
Oh, Missouri Man. Oh, this is okay.
Mhm.
Look, hey, listen. I was just trying to prove a point. No, look, the story
So
is
was he, and now he's a terrorist.
made up. Okay, look, I made up the story a little bit. Okay, I did.
Okay.
I did look at it. I did what I said to her was, I said, look, what if I, what if I touched some, or, whatever. Like, yeah, like I didn't really lick a package of Oreos and
I'll
stare
tell
at
you
them.
what. I'll tell you
I
what.
didn't No.
Since we're fully stocked right now, I'll send you your favorite coffee if you can promise not to lick things in the grocery store.
Okay, I promise. I won't lick anything. So, Missouri
Okay.
man who licked goods in the supermarket shelves arrested on terror charge. Doesn't he look like the LeBeau guy? LeBeau or LeBeau? How do you say his name?
Oh, poor Lothar's on hold.
Yeah. Oh, is he? I didn't even know he was there. Oh, damn. Sorry. Let me. I'll get to you in a second.
We just want to see this guy licking things.
Yeah, it's Shay. It's Shay LeBeau. Look, that's not a Missouri man. It's Shay. He's always doing weird shit. Yeah, she look like Shay LeBeau. Kind of. A little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a cousin.
Maybe when he was younger. Like when he was on Disney Channel. Yeah, apparently he was bragging about it on social media, like, I hate the coronavirus, I'm going to lick everybody's items. Yeah.
Why is it like whenever they show these like what cell phone are you using? Using a flip phone, dude? Like, why are these pictures always so blurry? You ever notice, like, when they show pictures like this, like I'm just thinking, like, if we need to really take good pictures of perps, why are we still using like a camera from like, what are you still taking a Polaroid picture? I mean, what the fuck? Why is this so blurry? This should be a clear image, right? I'm just saying, like, camera technology has come a long way. I just wonder why. It's always these guys. Look at how blurry this is. What is he licking anyway? This guy is stupid.
I thought it kind of looked like a woman's deodorant, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. It did look like women's. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and that women's deodorant. I don't know. What is that? Cody Pfister. His name is Cody Pfister. 26 could be seen licking a shelf of deodorant, stating, "Who's afraid of coronavirus?" I don't believe this story for a second. I don't buy any of it. Whatever.
Dan, it was on Facebook. It has to be true.
Sure. 11, 23, 25. Okay. I'm looking at all these numbers. I always look at the numbers. They always have some sort of. Is he 33 years old? How old is this kid? He's 26. Okay.
26.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, there's Cody. Cody got arrested. They found you, Cody, licking.
And terrorist charges for licking a deodorant.
Were they going to waterboard him, you think? He's a terrorist now. They can send him to.
You got to make an example.
Yeah. You should waterboard him. You know? I mean.
Log him through the streets and cough on him.
I bet you waterboard him, he won't be licking nothing.
No, put him in the stocks and have people come up and cough on him and be like, "Who's afraid of corona now?"
Oh man,
we should bring stocks back. That's perfect. All right, I'll leave you alone so you can talk to Lothar. It's another millennial. Okay, hey. I am so triggered right now. People are blaming millennials for breaking quarantine. Us millennials are in our 30s now. We're not doing this crazy stuff. You're talking about the generation below us. Older people think everyone younger than them is a millennial, and it's not true. We're old people now. Leave us alone. Okay.
You're Gen Y, man. I'm telling you, it's a Mandela effect. Gen Y has been completely removed. In my world, we had Gen X and then there was Gen Y. And then next up came millennials. And then all of a sudden one day it was like, what happened to Gen Y? Then I lumped you in. The Y generation was a cool generation. They took everything active and took it to the extreme. No, they did. That's what I'm saying. You're different than the millennials. Millennials were those. I'm just telling you, millennials were younger. They were 19.
The youngest 20s. Millennials are in their late 20s right now.
Yeah, well, I'd say they should be younger than that. I think Gen Y was a great generation, and they've taken it away from you, and they just lumped you in with those damn millennials, and now you get lumped in now, and it sucks, unfortunately for you. But I looked at that chart. I'm like, who made this chart? You know who made this chart? Was a bunch of mommies who were like pissed off that their millennial kids were just a bunch of snowflake kids and they got a bad rap early on. I mean, from birth. Okay, actually, like literally out of the womb, they got a bad rap. So they just blended you in with Gen Y. They blended you in with the cool kids.
No, even worse.
thought-
We are everyone younger than you is a millennial. So these 7-year-olds that are talking back to their parents, dang millennials. When will they learn? No, we're like 40 now. Leave us alone.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. See, I just see, to me, you guys were like your generation was like I don't know. I would say like it's hard to say because it depends on where you cut off. You know, there's sometimes like a transition where then you have this weird group of kids that's like in between.
Yeah,
them.
actually, there's
You know, the
a
Hitler
there's a mini group between 1976 and 1983 called the Oregon Trail Generation, or sometimes it's called Zillennials, and that's what me and Noble technically are.
Zillennials. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't even like Gen Z. See, and I keep wondering what happened to Gen Y, because everybody was like, well, we had Gen X, and then the Gen Yers came up after '83. The Gen Y was like, see, I always say Gen Y was a cool generation, and now you're screwed. You're all millennials. See, Gen Y, people don't realize what Gen Y did. Gen Y revolutionized things. See, they took so Generation X gave you skateboarding and stuff like that. Gen Y gave you the X Games. See what I'm saying? They took everything.
Yeah.
X. I'm telling you, they were awesome.
Our generation is unique
erased from history
because we grew up playing outside and doing the things that you guys are always talking about. But in high school, we grew up with computers, so we experienced both parts, like of the old and the new. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. No, I think that. I just think that sucks. Yeah, let's do it. Lothar's up next. Hang on, people. It's about to get crunk up in here. Hey, Lothar. What's up, man? Welcome to the broadcast, sir. What's on your mind tonight?
Oh,
and don't you dare, man! You are starting bullcrap with your meteor theory. Just come on, man.
No,
You're killing
here's
me.
the thing. Here's the thing. People are panicking, so people have to chill. So when I mean chill, they have to relax. Okay,
How do you relax in Canada?
You know what I mean? I did.
I know you're smoking the wacky tobacco.
9 months. Yeah, but I did 9 months house arrest. Everyone else can do it too, but we're not going to be in for 9 months. Okay, this is going to be done and over with by May. The max. Okay, the people are going a little too strange, and you know what? The military, if they call the military, it's not for you. It's for the people, the gangbangers in Chicago, the people in LA who are going to riot. You know, and you know, people think of the worst. Oh, they're going to round us all up. No, that's not going to happen. They don't have time for that. What they're going to do is they're going to protect the grocery stores from looters. They're going to protect the banks from bank robbers, and on. You know what I mean? They're not going to go too crazy. But here's the thing.
Okay.
You have
now
to.
That's our martial law in America.
Yeah, but
so what about Canada?
If there's looting going on, they have the right to shoot you on the spot. It's martial law. That's what martial law means. Okay,
oh, I know. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Okay. I mean, not to say, I'm just saying, like, you know, dude, here's what's up. I don't know if it's necessarily coming to that at all. I just think those are rumors that are going around, but we'll see. You know, not to say that it can't get crazy.
Rumors
in some
are
places.
Out there, though. Yeah, but there's a lot.
Well, there's a lot
out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors.
I mean, I can go on to TikTok. Every second video is a different rumor. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, you shouldn't be on
that.
that.
Like, get off TikTok.
Debate whether you should be on TikTok at all. But hey,
well, no, it's on YouTube also, right? Like, yeah, what was the biggest rumor with this month? Oh, they're going to arrest all those actors because they're all into, you know, they're all into child pornography and
yeah. No, there's a lot of like deep state kind of QAnon sort of stuff going on, right?
Yeah, and pretty much they got Tom Hanks to stay in Australia because he's too scared to come back home because the conspiracy theory. Because everyone's at home, everyone has a voice now. Okay, when we were growing up in the 90s, we never had a voice. Like, we didn't have the internet like we do now. We didn't have YouTube to put our voice out there. You imagine if we could put our voice out in the 90s? I mean, it'd be a different world today. I mean, we didn't have all this technology. Now everyone wants to be the boss. Everyone wants to say their opinion, and their opinion could be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things in the Mandela effect I believe in, but I don't believe that meteorite hit the Earth on the 29th. It's going to pass the Earth, and that's all it's going to do.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I don't believe any of that. They've been talking about, yeah. And if there was a meteorite that was going to hit the Earth, I promise you, this isn't going to be like Deep Impact, the movie where the president gets up and he's like, "Listen, people, we're fucked." Okay. And I'm here to tell you why. Yeah. And basically, here's what's going to happen when this meteorite hits. There's going to be this huge tidal wave and it's going to wipe out New York. Dude, we ain't going to see it coming. Okay. If it's really going to happen, they're going to move around. They're going to secretly be like, "Oh, I'm taking a vacation. We're closing down Congress." People are going, whatever. They're going to make an excuse as to why everyone's going to bail. And they're going to go to the bunkers and hunker down. That's what would happen. But they wouldn't tell us. Yeah, but they wouldn't say nothing.
But all of us here have our own conspiracy theories, right? Like me, I have one of our Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Okay, I don't believe his father was Pierre Elliott Trudeau. I think it was Castro who is his father because they look alike. Like, you can pull up photos of Justin Trudeau and what's his name? Castro from Cuba. They look similar. It could be his father. We don't know what happened in the 70s. People who had free love in the 70s. AIDS didn't exist yet. Certain things could have happened, but we don't know. So there's always going to be one person in the world who believes in this and one person believes in that. And that goes for everything. It's like certain people will believe that Jesus looked different in their image than towards me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I think how Jesus would look like, he would look different to me. You know what I mean? For everyone, it's different.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
I suppose. Well, okay. I mean,
whatever. Everyone has a different theory in life. The problem is now we have a platform to put it on. Right?
Well, and all I'm stating is that what I see from an aspect of how the media is run and how social media is run and how I see when I see a lot of
media is run like this. Okay, Dan, here's the problem. 4 people on this planet own American media.
Well, I know that. I know. Okay? Listen, dude. They're just paid actors. Most of them are just talking heads that are regurgitating the same thing over and over. I've seen it over and over many times where media in different cities are saying the exact same things. Okay, that should tip you off that this is all like it's scripted. Okay, so they're just going off the script, and it's completely controlled.
Do you want to hear?
And so I don't
want to hear
buy.
A horror story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Here's a horror story from CNN. Okay, now CNN loves to punish Trump in many ways and pretty much call him every name in the book. Okay, there was 2 girls missing in the state of Washington. They were taken to Atlanta and they had an Amber Alert and they were supposed to announce it on CNN. CNN didn't find it appropriate manner to put these girls on their platform because the girls were black. Okay, this is a true story. RT reported about it about what was this? This is about maybe in November of last year. Okay, the news isn't the news anymore. Okay, and these people could say and make any story up about any person that you don't know. Okay, it's like Julian Assange. Okay, like he's like a real journalist who's trying to put stuff out there, and the real journalists now get put in jail. They're black labeled.
Is he really Assange? You really? I mean, is he for real? I mean, like I think of people who the guy who the reporter for Rolling Stone, you know, who had been doing some reporting that you know, showed up one day. His car was seen driving out of control and burst into flames. That guy, you know, like, you're telling me they couldn't get to Assange if they wanted to somehow? There's no way that, like, during the times where he wasn't being protected, he couldn't have been taken out if he had real information.
No, because I think it's in private matters, and I think he did have attempts on his life, but I think they wanted to make his life a living hell at first.
I'm not saying that
the problem is
no,
but the problem is like this. It only goes one way, and it goes one direction. There's never an opposite direction anymore. So you had like the Nuremberg trials in like 1945, right? So they, you know, put all the Nazis on trial for war crimes.
No, they didn't.
But now, if it comes to, yeah, they did. They put
they did not.
Nazis away for war crimes.
Dude, the Nazis, they should have put on war crimes, got to walk. A lot of them got to walk. All the main ones, the most heinous ones, got to walk. We know that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the thing. Is like, it was a show trial. It was to show that, hey, I'm sure they got a few guys, no doubt. But like some of the main guys that should have definitely went down for war crime. Werner von Braun. You want to talk about war criminal? That guy was a war criminal, technically.
Yeah, but
I mean, he created weapons of war that killed millions of people, or not millions, but thousands.
Right. But now don't get mad about this, okay? Because you are getting mad about one thing. Now, if it hits the other direction, when it's an American chopper in Iraq shooting civilians, no one says nothing. And this is Assange. But to the point.
Hey, dude.
Why are these helicopter pilots not getting trials? Because it is.
Dude,
it goes back
they killed civilians. I saw videos where they were just shooting at civilian cars. I've seen video. It's horrible.
Yep.
It's absolutely horrible. And that was, I think the reason they got away with it is because they were using paramilitary Blackwater guys.
Yeah.
And they weren't under any, jurisdiction. They could do whatever they wanted, essentially.
Right.
And there was nobody there to hold their feet to the fire, in a sense. So
this goes back, and it goes right back to the term we're going into now, that people now are scared of their own shadow, where people can't stay in their homes. Your home is the safest place. It should be the safest place you're in right now. If something happens like this, we should all stick together.
It's social engineering.
Obey the rules.
It's social engineering.
Yeah.
It's to get you
of course it is.
to listen and adopt what the state has to say always. So they're going to roll this out. And then what's next? What are they going to roll out? Mandatory vaccinations? Is that what's coming?
No, I don't think so. It's not going to happen because this like I told you before, this disease, they call it disease. I call it a weapon with no cure. They're never going to find a cure for this or a vaccine for this. It's virtually impossible. It's a weapon. Okay. And as soon as you put an AIDS molecule on it, there's no cure for HIV/AIDS. There's medicines for it, very expensive ones, but you're never going to have a certain thing. Like right now, people are slowly getting over this sick illness in China. Here's another problem. Now they're getting other illnesses now. They're making it even worse because they're getting out of the quarantine too quickly. And we're responsible for it too, because we want products. We want our store shelves. Like when you go out and buy a vacuum cleaner, you say, oh, wow, there's a vacuum cleaner for $99. You don't say to yourself, where was it made? Who made it? There's no face. You don't see the face. You don't see the factory worker. That factory worker means nothing to you. You rather have the vacuum cleaner for $99 because you got a cheap vacuum cleaner. But you don't know how sick that individual is, that individual who's making that product. You don't know if he has the same rights. He can't take a sick day off. He has to work himself.
No, I mean, we all know that. No, it's the world's consumption because we want it now. We want it fast. We want it cheaper. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you brought up a really good, you brought a really good term up about garbage. We'll buy that product, use that product for a year, and throw it away. You know what I mean? We're all guilty of this. We buy too much stuff.
We overconsume. We buy junk that we don't need. We are addicted. I understand we are addicted to the material world.
I went I went to the
Yeah.
back of the Safeway the other day. Okay, like
Mhm.
a couple of weeks ago, before this whole virus scandal came up.
Hmm.
They throw loaves of bread away in the garbage can for pigs to eat, bagels, everything else. Nothing's wrong with them. They just throw them in a bag, throw them in a little dumpster. It's called a food dumpster. There's nothing wrong with the bread. We throw good bread away.
Hmm.
It's still good. How about selling it for a quarter? So,
Yeah.
people who can't afford it can actually buy it. We don't
Hmm.
think that way. People just don't think that way. We live in this material world, and it's like it's God saying, "Hey, look how I can play with you now," and we get mad at that. We're not. We should take what we deserve. We deserve this illness. We deserve it. And
I
if
don't know,
people
man.
agree
I
with
don't.
me,
I don't.
that's fine.
That's fine. That's your opinion. I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if a bunch of innocent Chinese people who are just trying to live deserve it. I don't know if there's a bunch of people, like, I don't know. That's a hard one to say. Does humanity deserve it
we don't,
on some levels?
Yeah, but
well,
here's the thing. We got all those truckers on the road right now delivering food to us, right? They have to be on the road delivering food to us. But as soon as they get to a truck stop, they can't eat because the employees are sent home because of the coronavirus. Now they can't eat. Now they're hungry delivering food to us. That's wrong. Don't you think that's wrong? They're delivering food to us, but we can't feed them at the truck stop. We can't give them a clean bathroom because the employees are being sent home. So they have to go and use a dirty bathroom because there's no employees at the truck stop. How bad does that sound? There's a lot of people on your channel who are unemployed. I mean, right now there's a lot of people who are not working. They can go apply at a truck stop. I would.
Yeah.
But there's no truck stop around. You know what I mean? But people are going to suffer through this for
they're going to suffer
like a month or two.
Yeah. It could, I'm thinking like, I talked with Guy today on the phone. He was saying like, thinks this is going to be a problem until around mid-May. It's when his timeline is like about mid-May is when things should die down, but we'll see. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
Like, we don't know because we're not doctors. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I've never went to school to become a scientist about organisms and everything else. All I'm doing is I've been reading a lot of stuff about different types of diseases. Okay, but it's for us it's strange because we've never gone through this. But I got house arrest for 9 months. I got used to staying in the home. You know what I mean? It didn't bug me as much. But now it's karma. I got my karma.
There's a level of this that is.
I know it sounds brutal, but I got my karma.
Well, there's a level of this that to me is part of a deception, but there's a bigger, like I said, there's more at work here than just the virus or just anything like that. There's a reason why they're doing this. Okay, it's a big lockdown. I think that it's I don't know. There's a lot. There's so many levels.
Yeah,
but
I know. But after the show, go look up Bill Gates on CNN. What was it, 2 or 3 days ago? The guy is smiling, and he knows something's up because you know what? The jig is up. I know who the bastard who put this out was, and it has to be Bill Gates because he's a lying son of a bitch. And I don't know why no one thinks that this guy is up to something no good. Like no government, like he's put up so much evidence. He's 2 years ago, he's showing the coronavirus on one of his, what it was, a TED's TV, and no one puts 2 and 2 together.
Right.
No one's
Why aren't they questioning?
Mr. Bill Gates.
No. Well, if real media, if there were real reporters, like back in the day, like guys that were hitting this, guys that were doing the real reporting, they would go in at they would at least write a report or an article about why Bill Gates mentioned coronavirus and our corona in some regard, and now it's coming forward.
The government is scared. The government is scared because Bill Gates has every single computer in his pocket. He could say, "Shut off all the computers. Computers don't exist."
Well,
if they even come to his house, he knows if he's being, if the FBI or the CIA is tracking him on his phone or anything else. I mean, he's got a smart house. You know what I mean? He's not dumb. But he's guilty on something, and I know that.
I don't know if it's
one of these
if
days,
it's gonna be a situation with the computers, man. I mean, it could be just they could shut off the internet. It'd just be enough. You don't care about computers or anything.
He owns the internet.
Oh, I don't think
he owns. I mean, well, okay. Listen to this. You don't think if a car is stolen like a Tesla, okay? So no, there's a high-speed chase through Los Angeles. You think they could shut up that car?
Well,
they could shut up
if
that
it's
car
a Tesla,
brakes.
If it's a Tesla, if it's these new cars that are designed with systems that are not mechanical and they're more electronic, yes, that's what we're coming to. Sure. Well,
I just have my point that something's wrong with the dude. Okay,
yeah.
He was either in school.
Hey, look, man,
right?
You don't get.
Like, you know
I
what
don't
I mean?
Look. He's another one they put into power, just like the SpaceX dude, you know, just like Elon Musk, just like the guy for Facebook, you know. Okay, they all get put in. These are pawns, and they get put into power. They get put into place, and it's weird. No, what's weird about them all? They all look like they're wearing skin suits, you know. Bill Gates, Elon Musk.
No, they're just really nerdy, dude.
Dude, it's more.
They're really nerdy people.
No, that's what they want.
If it's more, it is probably. You know what? It is probably more. And
there's more there.
The Bilderberg group.
They all have the same story, dude. How is it they all have the same story? Really? They all quit college. They're all super geniuses, and they create these companies. And we've heard this. How many times do you think that really happens in any lifetime? Much less, how many people do we have that are sitting on big, you know, big companies who have the same exact story? Come on, man. You know, give me a break.
It's the same thing with yeah, but it's the same thing.
And we buy the whole story.
Right?
Elon Musk doesn't know anything. Yeah. The guy went to college. He apparently worked at eBay, then made money at eBay, right? Owned eBay. Now, when he was in college, he only lasted a week or so. How did he learn anything about engineering?
He lasted a couple of months. I've actually met him.
It doesn't matter. He never learned shit about electrical engineering, or anything.
No.
Okay, you didn't learn a damn thing, and yet you're able to create electric cars. That's what your passion is. But yet you didn't even learn anything on how to design shit. So how does this guy?
Well,
I don't know.
But can't you tell he didn't learn shit though? Because if you look at his pickup truck.
Well,
you could tell that's a bad design. You know what I mean? Dude,
that was a stage stunt, dude. And
I know.
You know, they do it because they know that kind of press is going to get out there. See, that's the thing they're good at. They know damn well. Like, look, they know what's going to happen. They do it. It's a stunt because everyone will talk about it, and it doesn't matter because everyone's talking about it. It still gets name recognition out there. Tesla.
It is. But
and that's what
everywhere. Like
that's what you have to do. You have to get the name. You have to say it. Okay, you have to say it a certain amount of times for it to stick. Okay, for the propaganda, the way George Bush talked about, the way the propaganda has to work, man. You have to say it over and over. You know, you need to keep repeating yourself and saying it. So that's why they repeat the name. That way it sticks in your mind, and that's how they keep their brand alive. And that's it's a perfect publicity stuff.
It's almost where where people have a stage name. You know, actors have a different name than their real name. It's almost the same thing. It's like a playbook, and I think they get told how to play the playbook, or they can't play. And I've seen this happen many.
It certainly seems that way. It certainly seems that a lot of things are scripted these days that are being really. Things they're I don't know. They're getting sloppy. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I do believe there's owners. I do believe that theory about the owners where we don't run the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't run the show. I believe there is something like that, and it does.
We live in a version of Westworld or something. I don't know. There's people in power.
No, because there's too many shows. There's too many shows on TV are totally don't even make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is a show popular called Ice Truckers? It doesn't even make any sense. They're just truck drivers who take things,
My brother watches that.
Hey man, I love some ice road truckers, dude. I like the ice road truckers that went to India. That was crazy, man. Some of them are usually like, "Oh my god, how are you gonna make?" I'm like, "Ooh, dude, look at this crazy road, man." Of course, on camera, it makes it look scary as shit, dude. Half the road's missing. There's no guardrail. Like you fall 1,000 feet to your death. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's such drama. They're so good at that. I know. I love some ice road truckers.
That's what they do. They build you up, right?
And then they had the hot Canadian girl driving the truck. Remember her? Where'd she go?
She's not Canadian. She's from Alaska.
Oh, she's Alaskan. Oh, well, I thought you guys might claim her.
Yeah.
Anyway, never mind then. Yeah, you guys don't have any. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a shame.
The whole thing is, you know how that you get climaxed into the TV show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're climaxed into the TV show. It's the same thing with this coronavirus thing. The news and everything is climaxing you into this like TV show that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? They make it bigger than it should be, and everyone's like traumatized, and everyone's crying and doesn't know what to do, and it's exciting, and people want to get all the toilet paper. You know what I mean? It's the same thing like a TV show. The media is ran by that same person who's making those TV shows.
Right.
That's why I always say relax.
Dude, all the world is a stage, and we are merely players upon it.
You're getting a check from Trump. If you believe that, that's fine. I'm not getting a dime because I'm at work and I live at work. So I got paid already.
Trudeau needs to step it up, man. Give you guys a stimulus. Give you the Canadian stimulus.
We don't have people here, Dan. Who's going to pay for that? We only
I don't know. You guys already collect enough taxes to freaking pay for a lot of resources. I figure, somebody could.
You don't pay that many taxes though, because if I today.
Oh come on, man! Everybody knows about the Canadian taxes. How much is a pack of cigarettes up there? $20. Come on, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Come on.
Yeah, pack of smokes. An average pack of smokes is about $18.
We don't pay taxes, Dan. Listen, Dan. We don't have those kind of tax. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but you have to listen to this. Our minimum wage is $11.25 in our province.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Per hour.
Okay. How are you supposed to buy a pack of smokes at $18 on $11 an hour? Oh, jeez.
Well.
Canada, man. I know. There's a lot about Canada. I love the people of Canada. I like.
Here's the thing.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, but if I play the lottery, Dan, if I play the lottery, it says 70 million. I get 70 million.
Yeah, I know. You guys don't. Yeah, you don't play that tax game with the lottery. That's kind of cool. You get that money. That's good.
Do you know why?
Well, they might as well.
It's government run.
Yeah.
The liquor stores where I buy if we buy booze, that's government owned. All the casinos, except the native ones, are government owned.
Right.
Okay, so you don't pay taxes on your winnings because that would be double taxing you, and you wouldn't be doing that because how this
well, try telling that to our government. Try telling that to ours. Yeah, they tax. Dude, they don't care.
You guys pay a lot of taxes.
We do.
A lot of taxes.
They get us on stuff too, but because everything's taxed and everything, then I don't know. Maybe it's the way we do it. You guys focus on certain items which are high in tax, right? Whereas in America, everything is like taxed. But
here's the point, Dan. If my kid, if I have a kid and he's diagnosed with cancer, leukemia,
right?
I don't have to flip a dime off for anything.
Right.
If I get a heart attack, I don't have to pay for a damn thing except the ambulance ride there.
Technically, in all seriousness,
we pay high taxes.
If you go to the emergency room in America, you do understand you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to pay right there. I mean, if you can't pay, they're not gonna. There's nothing. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the situation.
It's unwritten rule, but
it's not like that. It's not like that everywhere in Canada. If you go to Alberta, you have to pay insurance for your Medicare because they don't have health care like the rest of Canada does. It's the only province that doesn't. Okay.
Well, and you have different rules for different provinces, right?
Different rules in different states, different rules in different provinces. It's different all over the place.
Sure.
But here's the thing is, and this is what I'm always telling people is, every country is different. I don't care if it's Australia, or Austria or Germany. They're different countries. They're called different countries for a reason. They speak different languages.
Well, I always tell people that I say, when I talk to people online and they're always like, so what country are you from? I say, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because Texas can separate from the United States.
Well, that's the story I've always heard. I don't know if that'll ever. I love when these governors always come out and be like, "We're gonna succeed. We're gonna succeed from the union." Yeah, good luck. Good try that shit. Okay. I'd like to see somebody try.
Okay.
You have the military coming down your throat, taking over Austin.
Texas,
guys paratrooping in. Dude, that wouldn't work. I can't see that happening.
Yeah, but the state of Texas is a principality of the United States.
Yeah, sure.
It has a hydro group.
Good luck with that. Good luck trying to succeed now. Yeah, it's called the Civil War.
But it's allowed to separate.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah,
it's allowed to separate.
No, I agree. I think that would. I would love for Texas to succeed. And say, let's go it alone. Let's do this.
You mean to succeed. Not succeed. Succeed is to
win.
I
say succeed. Yeah,
I want Texas to
succeed. I said succeed. Yeah, I want to succeed too. I want that as well. Yeah, I want both. I want both of those.
A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
Texas is the last person to vote in the House of Senate due to that reason. Okay, so when all the states get together, right, and they vote onto a bill, they don't have to ask the state of Texas to come vote for that bill because it's a principality of the United States of America. And that's how it stays. And a lot of people don't believe it, and it is. Because at any time, if Texas separates from the United States, they can throw out the people who are not born from there. So hypothetically, you were born in New Jersey. They can actually ask you to leave or apply for Texas citizenship.
Okay. Well,
there's many reasons in going into detail with that, but you know what I mean.
You're sometimes full of some
don't
really useless facts that I've never heard, sir, and I can't say one way or the other for sure. I had no idea.
The House of Senate in Texas. What is it in? Not Austin. Is it in Dallas or in Austin?
Austin.
And it states there all the rule. Austin. In Austin, there's all.
You know
the
more
rules.
about that than I do. No, I didn't.
You can actually.
Austin.
You can order a book. You can order a book for free. The state will give it to you for free.
Yeah.
If you live in Texas and you're born in Texas, they will send you this book.
How do you know this stuff?
I'll email it.
It's the most random facts I've ever heard.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, did you know that licking a horny toad,
Sandra K says Lothar studies all week for his call.
Oh,
no,
I appreciate that. No, that's great.
I study geography. Okay, I study geography. That's number one of everything on the planet. Like every capital, every every state. I want to know what that state produced in that province, and what does this country export, and what language do they speak there? What language did they do? What things are forbidden there? Like in Saudi Arabia, you can't drink alcohol, stuff like that. So, you learn from those ideas.
Saudi Arabia, you can drink alcohol.
And this is what you guys
drink alcohol. You know who drinks alcohol in Saudi Arabia? The princes.
You're not allowed to drink.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah, because...
No, the government, the officials, the higher ups, they drink alcohol. Yeah.
Of course
they drink it like crazy. They have their own bar underneath in their basement.
I'm not going to say no.
Oh no, I know they do. My boss, when I was working as the engineering gig, he worked over there. He's from India, and he worked over there first before he came to America and at a school. And he said that he got to see the plans of their houses, and all of them had a wet bar underneath the freaking in the basement. Yeah, all these big mansions and elaborate palaces that he worked on. Yeah,
we don't see the secrets of the super rich. Do you know what I mean? We don't see that. Because we're just normal old folk. We're just there's no super rich people on your channel. There's no billionaires
I don't know.
Channel.
We don't know. Could be. Hey man, I can't speak for everybody here. I've got tens of people that listen to me, Lothar. And
I know,
who knows?
but they're not billionaires.
I don't know. I don't know. Every once in a while, like somebody pops up, We don't know.
Well, you had that famous guy who popped in. So
yeah,
Lothar, you have a question from the chat room.
All right, man.
A really good night.
All right, man.
Wait,
hey, dude.
wait.
I hope you guys stay safe.
Wait.
I will.
Wait. You got a question from the chat room. Do you know how to speak Yiddish?
No, but I understand it.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, because
I don't know. It was really important to me.
Okay. Yiddish is it's a form of German, okay? But that German is mixed in with Danish, Polish, and different words. Number one is in Germany, in Berlin, they speak a slang, what's called Yiddish slang. So they use Jewish or Yiddish words in the Berlin dialect. Okay, so that's why we can understand a bit of Yiddish. Not all of it, but some of it.
Yeah.
So
all right, Lothar.
We use sentences. So, yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, man. Thank you, brother.
But I'm not Jewish.
All right. Okay, man. Later. We'll see you later, buddy. All right, that was Lothar 900. Thanks, man. Look, well, guys, we've had.
It was really, really important that I knew that.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
As a Jew. Just kidding, man. All right, look. No, I kid. I love Jewish people. They're great. I have no problem. I talk to many of them all the time.
I thought Yiddish was like Dutch or something.
No, it's some. Yeah, I didn't understand. I don't know. I just remember it from the movie with gosh, what's his name? The one where the guy who did the guy who died. What's his name? I am so bad with names. The dude who did Trading Spaces, the director. Then he got interviewed and he was like, like the Illuminati kind of tried to recruit him and stuff. And then he did a movie where he was like talking about the banking system, about the fiat money system and everything. And the one guy said, "You speak Yiddish?" And he was a Jewish guy. And he says, "Yeah, I speak Yiddish." He's like, "I'm a Jew," He's like, well, he said something which meant like basically, there's nothing you can do about it or whatever he said. I don't know, something like that along those lines. Aaron Russo.
So he threatened him in
Yiddish. Yeah, it was Aaron Russo's movie. Yeah, he threatened him in Yiddish. The first time I ever heard of it, I was like, what is Yiddish? Yeah, so I remember that. But Aaron Russo, good movie. Anyway, look, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. It is now, we've had 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we've done our time for tonight. And I'd like to say thank you all for participating and being a part of this broadcast. And as always, you know what? We'll be back tomorrow night for the After Hours Club and Speakeasy. Fizzy, did you have anything else you want to say before we head out?
I'm good.
All right, then. Well, look, guys, thank you all for being here. Let me go ahead and do one more quick shout out. 1 second here. We did have Alone One, Catherine Snows, Crypnotic, HV is here, Hannah Walker, Jennifer Lambert, Jessica Ma, Lothar 900, Mandela Mile, Michael Fontaine, Nico, OG Gamer EX. What's up, man? Oh, dude, a lot of people jumping in. Sandra K is here, Skabrowski, Session of the Nile, Splatter 420, The Juarez Funny Farm, The True Set You Free, The True TNT, The Variable, The Vic Victor, The Zeb Johnson, and can't wait for Mandela Monday too. Listen, if you guys see anything or anything this week, we're gonna have like I'm gonna announce it on both shows, but we're having like a mailbag for regular subscribers that want to post some Mandela facts. Yeah, maybe we'll get him on. I mean, he might be able to come on Mandela Monday since it's a little bit earlier show. Maybe he can make it in. We'll see. But yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, guys, look, yeah. So send us any inquiries or anything you guys have to scaredperformance@gmail.com, and we'll try to get on the show Monday night, do a mailbag. I'd have Adam Rose sent me some stuff that was really cool. Some 364 days in a year residue. If you've seen my video on my main page, you know what that's all about.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for being a part of this broadcast. We love you all. See you tomorrow night. Take care. Have a good one.